C is Matt's hand. Of course. That makes sense.
Dang. It brings lots of joy to one person, so I'm sure.
What? Taco loves his belly rubs. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I call it. Yeah, the taco belly rub. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're off to a good start, people. We're off to a great start. How are you guys doing?
Mighty fine.
Mighty fine. How's life? You got anything good going on? Nope.
So, Harry, I have to project here because I want you to do something. Okay, in the future, if you ever watch any of Thomas on live streams, if he's in a US live stream, he sounds more US, and if he's in a UK live stream, he sounds more UK. He's like a chameleon of accents, and he consciously he just like starts because when I was watching one of the England guys, you guys doing stuff over there. And he was in there. He was like literally had this thick, like fucking like UK, fucking England, Scottish kind of thing going. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust this guy. He could be.
I was literally talking to somebody like 20 minutes ago or so, and I was talking like I'm going to do an English live stream, and I mentioned that like there's this chant when I'm with the Americans, I talk American. When I'm with the British, I tend to go for a slightly more British accent. I don't know why the fuck that happens. It just happens, and it's something I'll do. I can't help it. It's who I am. There is an interesting thing, though. I have been told that even when I speak American, I have a tendency to not say can't, but can't. I don't know if
contractions are always hard in general.
Maybe I don't know. But anyway, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Not bad.
I had the week out of hell. And I just literally got through it last night. Like last night was my last day of the week of hell. So I am very, very, very happy.
You are in the mood for beer.
Well, that's given. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like they shitty, awesome, or somewhere in between. But it was just yeah, I run the IT for a company, and our server went down. Something happened where our server went down, but it also like 3 different things happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to cause it, but I had fixed a problem, another problem would pop up. So it was a week of that kind of shit. So it was mind-numbingly crazy.
Fun.
Apparently, I also say sorry a bunch, and that's more Canadian. Well, then what's that all about, eh? Anyway, I'm apparently I do say this is true. I say sorry so much it's insane.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you, Lee. That's lovely.
One of the best things to do in life is learn to not be sorry. We use it so much. It's like the word love, but it's way less impactful in people's brains. So many people use it so much. Like if you learn to not say sorry, you like it's a great thing. Not that you can't be sorry, but legitimately sorry.
Yeah, legitimately sorry. But yeah, I know. I mean, are you sorry, Keith?
No.
Sorry, that was just yeah. Oh, there I went. What the fuck?
Yeah, he asked if you were greasy. Not sorry. Yeah. Your hair looks like you got,
like what the hell?
Got some product or something in that motherfucker. You just jumped out of the shower.
Exciting.
Either that or he has not seen a shampoo bottle in the good side of 2 weeks.
I washed my hair today.
Oh, there you go.
In oil.
Oil.
Lovely. How are you doing, Keith?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty okay. What are you drinking?
Liquor.
Hard liquor.
I actually believe it. I really kind of want to. I think I'm going to make somebody very happy when I show him. Actually, 2 guys here. If I show them what I'm drinking.
Oh, Jack's happy. Yeah, it's a fun beer.
I like it. It's cool. I love amber lager. Now, please do, Harry, tell us what you're drinking.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep, there we go. So in a can. Yep, in a can. I got the last 3 from the Drink Valley today because I was obviously delivering all around the world today. So picked up a couple from Drink Valley, crushed my fingers in the lift as well, and had a great time. Yeah, that was
And
fun.
then your first idea was, let's go for an alcohol-free beer.
No, I also bought a bottle of vodka, but
But potatoes. It's a good part of your diet, right?
That's some cucumber and potatoes. It's cucumber vodka.
Cucumbers.
But then I also got loads of Arbor as well. I bought, I go in my own shop and I buy my own beers. So I got a pint can because that's the way sharing can. I've got no one to share it with. Double IPA, as they call it, 2 half pints of double IPA, 8.5%. So I've got that for February. I've got Neo Normal from Siren. It's a Talus IPA, 7.3. My favourite can of all of them was this one, which is Stoutzilla from Unbarred. It's a sessionable Titan Stout, as they call it. But yeah, I just love that can. I got a couple more Arbor. I got the New Zipper, a New Zealand IPA, 6.5. Dry Hot Stout from Arbor again. That one. Hi, Lizzie. Hope you're enjoying your bath.
What the what the hell?
Calypso and Sriracha, Mallinsons. Roll on with that. Rolling on.
Wait. Can we just, what kind of a random comment was that? Enjoy your bath?
She's having a bath. She told me. She's having a bath.
It's funny he said that because Katie's actually taking a bath right now.
Everybody's
They're the
taking
same person.
She says hi.
Scandalous. Hey, Thomas, thank you for joining.
All right, Thomas. Also got this one from New Bristol, which is like, they're in Bristol, and they're a new brewery in Bristol, so they're called New Bristol, or something like that. But it's a vanilla-infused IPA, a little session 1 at 5. That just thought, it'd be interesting. Another one from Pig Love. I've never tried Pig Love before, but it's some brewery up north called Pig Love. Farmers or Welshmen. They prefer sheep. And then Breakfast Stout. Again, 2 half pints of 9% in a pint can. And there we go.
All right,
and then,
there we go.
And a couple more cans of this.
Because
living that life, the best life. It's fucking shit. I hate it.
Then don't do it. Nobody's forcing you to do dry January.
I'm forcing me.
I have weird images right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. So after that lovely image with cucumbers and everything. Matt, how excited are you, man? 2 more months.
Dude, my wife is so pregnant. It's not even funny. Like right before Christmas, she was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, look, you're pregnant." And then like within like 2-3 weeks, it's like, "Holy shit, you're pregnant!" Like it was like crazy. Her belly got like twice as big, but she's handling it like a champ. She's handling it like a champ. She's probably had like up to this point. Don't want to jinx it, but up until this point, she's had a pregnancy that I'm assuming pretty much every pregnant woman would be angry at, because she's like literally had like heartburn one day and her back hurt her for a couple days, and then that was it. Other than that, she's just fine. Nothing. There's nothing. No sickness. No nothing. Just
what you're saying is she's doing better than the average 45-year-old male, right?
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm not even close to average, so that shows you how shit. And yeah, now I'm pumped. Kids coming. Got the crib all set up. Yeah, just fuck. I don't know what else to say. I got waiting for Keith to get back from vacation so he could drink some barley wine.
Yeah. Because like look at this smooth environment that Keith is like in, all the luxury life there.
Are you staying in the same place the whole time, Keith, or did you go from B&B to B&B?
We went to an Airbnb. We left this morning. We got there. What was it? Sunday. We went there last Sunday. We left this morning, and then we're staying in a hotel for tonight and tomorrow, and then we are coming back.
Where are you now?
Lenox, Massachusetts.
Where's that near?
Pittsfield.
What brewery is it near?
Asking the important questions.
No, you would have picked. You would have been. I want to be in proximity of these places.
AKA Keith, can you pick me up this and this and that and that?
Let me ask you this. Here, he won't even have to look. How far away from Fox Farm are you?
Too far. It's
okay.
It's Western Mass almost.
Oh, you're in the western part of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Like close to where we picked up that weed.
More west than that.
Oh, okay.
Like the Airbnb was in New York, and we were like 6 minutes from the.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. I gotcha.
So now the Airbnb was in New York, and then we would go to Pittsfield to like get food and stuff. So now we're just closer to Pittsfield.
I gotcha.
And you are so excited about all of it.
Ecstatic, actually.
Oh yeah, I could tell. The mustache is all twinkling, and
that's why he's drinking liquor from a coffee cup.
Yeah. Well, is there any other way to drink it?
One of those
no.
Steel thermos things.
I'll keep him nice and hot.
Mm-hmm.
Is it part of the bed and breakfast? Is it part of their inventory?
Oh, the drink?
No.
Oh, the cup?
Yeah.
No, we bought it.
Otherwise, I was going to say, bring it with you. Then it's a real steel cup.
Oh, God.
Nobody? No? Okay. I'm going to go home. Goodbye. Check you guys later. I'll fuck off. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? How are you doing?
He's like, yeah. I was just going to say, great content. Going to chat to me about kind of mugs.
Wait, I'm okay with it.
Proximity somewhere else.
There we go.
What's your name and where'd you drinking?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm actually drinking a pressure drop DDH pale ale. It's very, very nice.
Pressure drop.
Brewed by numbers. I've had very little sleep the last 2 nights. So
yeah, you mentioned something.
Kindly fuck off.
Dragon soup.
So yeah, I wasn't going to drink tonight, but then I'm weak. What am I going to say?
Yeah, guys, it's 2021. We all thought it was going to be awesome. We're 2 weeks in, and everybody's going like, "What the fuck?" For example, the Netherlands. Hi, yeah, we don't have a government anymore.
You don't need one.
Didn't want it. Well, that's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, no, but our government just yeah. It really was like our government literally handed in its resignation today. So yeah, we're 2 weeks in.
How to act a year late, which is reassuring.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, how should we have handled this? Oh yeah.
What's worse, having a government, having no government, or having a shitty government?
Yes.
Yeah, and like so, you're like, we don't have one. Well, we have one. You want ours?
keep the fuck off. No, you keep that.
Really
you keep that fake bullshit right over there. No. Well, we'll have our little anarchistic society here. Okay, we're having loads of called anarchistic society here. You do you, and we're all happy. Well, it's been a shitstorm here. Not a shitstorm, but we had this weird situation where it turns out that many people were falsely accused of fraud in their child support, and they had to pay back thousands and thousands and thousands of euros, which ended up in broken marriages and unhappy people and people in huge debt. And it took years and years and years. And finally today, the government said, you know what? We were to blame. We'll fuck off. Two months before an election, mind you.
Wait, so what do you mean by fuck off? Like they're just...
they went to the king, and our prime minister went to the king. We actually have a king. We have one of those, and went to the king and basically said, like, here's the resignation. We're handing in a resignation. We are done. There we go.
So technically, do you have like some weird form of dictatorship going on by your king?
Sovereignty.
No, our king is an asshole because our king basically goes on vacation to Greece during lockdown and shit like that.
Well, he's cool.
But
It's a
Can't
bit-
be a king if you can't do that.
does your king hold any
Fucking
power
king.
whatsoever, or is it just a figurehead like in England?
He has like some authority, but mostly like it's not like he can say I'm gonna do this shit now. This is law, and you all have to like rule. Like you can come up with stuff, but mostly it's ceremonial. Yeah, I think he has to sign off on bills, but I don't think he ever actually said like I'm not gonna sign off on this. And it's always like, yeah, there's the signature. Here you go.
If I was him, I'd just fuck with you all now. Just be like, well, borders are open.
Henry VIII on you.
Yeah.
I've got,
Something like that, yeah.
I'm getting another wife. I'm disbanding the church. I'm gonna get fat as fuck.
He's actually he gained a few pounds definitely, and he's
cool,
married
so-
to an Argentinian woman. So yeah, he did pretty
Exactly.
good.
There's gonna be some benefits of being king, isn't there?
It's good to be the king.
Probably
Fuck.
permanently fucking stoned as well, being Dutch.
If he's going to represent everything that is the Netherlands,
He's just got
he's
to
got to
be.
be stoned, eating cheese toasties,
No, but seriously,
wearing clogs,
And listening to Gabba. Listen to Gabba 24/7.
Yeah.
banging prostitutes. What else?
I don't know if he did that, but he was actually when he was still the prince, he was called Prince Pils. Like Prince Pilsner, that was his nickname. I'm not sure about any weed thing. I'm not going to go there. I do know that he was actually in the crowds during the Olympics, like cheering on the teams. You know, like go Dutch people. You know, shit like that. So he's pretty cool. But you know, in the last year, he made some silly mistakes when it comes to the COVID thing. And okay, well, you know, what do you do?
The king.
Yeah, fuck off with the king. Off with his head.
Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking question me. Chop their heads off.
There you go.
Round them all up. And kill them.
Why the fuck not? What's everybody going to do for the weekend?
You're not allowed to really do a hell of a lot, so I'm going to continue doing that.
They're still mostly for me. My weekends are like, what am I going to do? I'm looking around, going, beer.
Yeah,
that's how I would love to be. I've got to finish I've got to damp proof the whole shed, so that's my weekend activity.
Damp proof in the shed.
Yeah. Or might have a couple of cheeky ales.
Are you still on those terrible non-alcoholic beers?
Yeah.
That tastes like liquidized kind of breakfast cereal. Does that?
Yeah.
Last time I had it.
Yeah, that's it.
I hate you. I fucking hate him. Fucking hate him. God damn it.
I've never seen anybody jealous of a cream ale.
A double dry cream ale, mind you.
Who by whom?
Genesee.
Oh right, okay. I didn't want to presume. I expected that, but
what was it again? Like Matt, $10 for like a 12-pack or something?
$9.50 American for a 12-pack.
Motherfucker.
Did you get around there?
I bought it in right across the. They don't distro this in Jersey, but I got it at like literally right across the Delaware Water Gap on the way home. That new place I was telling you about off the Marshall's Creek exit.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to the brewery? Or is it just one of those big, humongous kind of places where maybe they've got a visitor centre, but it's
You said big and humongous, so I thought you called me, but
What is Genesee?
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. So Genesee is a brewery from Rochester, New York.
I've heard of them.
Yep, and they're an actual like Genesee's like Genesee. Like it's like not like anything else, but Genesee up until last year, they were bought out by the same company I believe that owns like it might have been, I don't think it was Sapporo. I forget who, ACB or something like that is the name of the company.
Okay.
They have a couple different breweries, but nothing's really ever changed. It's just that still they have their brewery, and then they have like a pilot brewery attached to the big brewery. So you can go there. So really, you go there and they got this awesome little tap room with all these experimental beers. They did a collab with Other Half.
Cool.
Yeah, called instead of Jenny Cream Ale, it's called Jenny Dream Ale. It was their Other Half Dream, but with a cream ale kind of base. Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, they're a real brewery with real humans that make real beer. But they also make like ice beer, and fucking like all the shit that Jay Terrio reviews.
Straight psycho.
See, I'm always the
Flat
thing
ale.
is flat ale.
Yeah.
The thing is, why I'm stoked
The
about.
flat ale.
For me, the reason why I'm stoked about Jenny's is because I've never had Jenny's. I'll probably never have Berkshire. Ooh, cabin fever.
Berkshire.
I didn't send you a Jenny.
Anybody-
I'm
Oh, you didn't?
out there. I didn't send you one. Yeah.
Berkshire.
Next time, dude. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, box should be shipped off either this weekend or early next week to Sean, and Sean's going to make sure your shit is going to come your way.
The least I have to do, the better. So that sounds good to me.
There you go. It should have happened earlier, but small spoiler. I can say this because you're going to find out. The thing is, Douglas, you remember Douglas? You've been in a chat with him, stream.
No
with him
idea who he is. No idea.
It's just like, all you Dutch people.
All those Dutch people.
All
He
the
wanted to
same.
send you guys some shit as well. So he put some stuff in there as well. So, yeah. We love prostitutes. Wait, what? I said what? No. But yeah, no, it's coming. It's on its way. And as for Jenny, but why I'm stoked is because I love your Jenny reviews because you get fucking excited about Jenny. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of beer it is. You always get like excited like a little kid about your Jenny. So I'm stoked for Jenny's, even though I've never had it, just because you go all like.
If you come over with James, we'll be chugging Jenny's.
We'll see what happens, man. If that happens, I mean, the COVID thing right now doesn't look like he had June, July planned, so that's not going to happen. I think.
Yeah, and if that doesn't happen, me and Keith will put together a sweet box of Jenny's and ship them off.
I'm going to do a live stream where I'm just going to get total fucked on Jenny's.
Yeah.
That should be good.
It would cost I'm trying to say if we were to ship him like a 30 rack of Jenny Cream Ale. It would cost us like $19.99 for the 30 pack of Jenny Cream Ale and like $120 for free.
Have I told you, by the way? But Matt, I haven't told you. I told Sean. I have got a second bill for the beers you guys sent.
Yeah, you had to pay. What? You had to pay the import tax on it or something.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, I've had to do that before.
Yeah,
I've had to do that before for beer coming in. So.
Yeah, that's happening a lot here now. Like with people getting stuff from the States, then the shipper will send something to cover the import, and that's what has happened now. Someone has to set on, like from the States, will have to send something that covers the import, and then you have to pay it again. It's fucking stupid.
It is fucking stupid.
Fix it.
I'll be right. I'm gonna get another beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think Jim's hating being part of the. I think Jim was only part of the 45%. I reckon he's hating the 55% at the moment, being part of Scotland. But at the same time, he should never fucking come here.
Be part of Great Britain, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long week. Yeah, I think he's loving life in Scotland. I don't know why he came here. After all of us telling him, don't come here, you won't be able to get back. Look what's happened. He can't get back. You're stuck here forever.
Anyway, you can still work all online, innit? So.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll just miss his exam and shit that he's got.
Oh, right.
So,
there'll be ways around it.
Yeah.
People are quite flexible during these times.
Yeah.
Except for the airline that he wanted to use.
And also, it's a shame that my beers aren't getting to Thomas immediately.
It'll be fine.
I mean, one of them definitely won't be fine. One of the beers.
That is what I. If you do not send me hobo shit, I will be disappointed.
Oh no, there was some, but you know,
prune wine.
oh no,
God,
not prune wine, but there was some.
There was some. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Not only, I just love this beer.
Oh, is that Vitas?
Yes.
Vitas, yes.
Not only. Hashtag proper glassware.
Ah.
Say it's an actual Bayer Stefana Vitas glassware.
It's very nice.
Ah.
Yeah, I won this one actually.
Is it 7.7? Is it Vitas? I can't remember.
Yep, 7.7. You have a good memory, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, we used to sell it at brew house, so that's going back about a year and a half of memory of RAM.
Yeah. I love this beer. And the only reason I'm drinking it is because tomorrow, I remember that Matt, last Christmas, what I was supposed to drink?
Yeah, the Aventinus.
It's finally coming in tomorrow. It's finally coming in. They found the box. They should be delivering it tomorrow. So, fucking hell, that was a shitstorm. Yeah, whatever. So,
just chug it straight from the bottle. Get a straw. Torpedo it.
I can chuck many things, but I shall not chuck this. At least, hey, at least you, I'm drinking German alcohol, eh?
This is alcohol.
Man-child.
Man-child, exactly.
That's exactly what I am as well.
That's fucking true, though. He's a fucking man-child.
They used to call me man boy when I was at uni. I was even younger then. I was actually a jumped up 20-year-old.
Well, you know. Keith, when are you going back home, man?
Sunday.
And how many beers are you bringing back with you?
Probably most of the beer that I brought with me. I haven't really been. We've been mostly drinking liquor. So,
out of mugs.
That's what you do.
We bought some stuff like we bought this while we're up here. We bought a couple other 4-packs and stuff. We bought a Springdale bottle.
Yeah,
is Jack's Abbey's other thing. It's like a sour golden ale with Szechuan peppercorns or something.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to. There's also the place where we got that. There is a bottle of it's from Cape Ann Brewing or something, and it's a super dusty bottle, and it's we didn't get it because we said if it's still there the last time we go, we'll pick it up. But it's like an imperial sour stout with black currants aged in Cabernet barrels or something.
What do they want for it?
A kiss.
Less than 20 bucks. Like,
oh, that's not bad.
$17 or something.
Was it? Did it have a date on it, or was it just dusty?
I couldn't find a date, but it looked old. It looked old. Not like old, but like it looked like it was sitting there for a while, or in the back room for a bit.
Still, cool. That's only cool. I just, by the way, dropped something in the private chat for the stream because I figured you guys would like to see. Yeah,
a few places have had them. Yeah, my mate got offered them as well.
Yeah,
a while back.
It shocked me, mate. Like that was pretty funny for something like that to drop in Europe. I thought was pretty impressive.
They've been shopping them around for a while. I think whoever's selling them. Yeah, I don't know about if any of you guys, if you've had much sour stuff from Trillium. I've had 2, and I was not that bothered, to be honest.
Okay,
I think I've had the black currant, Fated Farmer, I've had a couple of favourite farmers. I can't remember.
I've
Definitely
definitely had
blackcurrant.
I had a raspberry one.
Yeah.
Well, I've been having some thoughts about it because I've been hearing pretty good things about them.
I've liked
But-
what I've had from Trillium in their sour program, but it's been the newer stuff in the smaller bottles. Like they're not their super fruited stuff or anything overtly sour. It's been more of the like Belgian table stuff and like a little bit lighter fare. That has been really, really good. But like a lot of their older sour stuff, the bigger bottles, the permutations and stuff like that, they tend to be just a little bit too much.
Okay, because I'm looking at this, like some of the
acidic,
ABVs.
I found.
Yeah.
Not too acidic.
I found it really acidic.
Yeah. Which is common when breweries start doing sour. They kind of lean into acidic because they think that's what sour is. You know what I mean? And then when
Lacks
they
subtlety, lacks finesse for me.
well, I mean, that's what you'd expect. You're not going to make a sour for the first time and be like, "Wow, I just made the best sour in the history of mankind." Unless
Yeah, of course, because like, how old is their sour program by now?
probably 4 or 5 years old, I would assume.
Yeah, that's like okay,
First sour program is not that old.
Oh,
See,
that's
I
actually
haven't
quite young.
had any for a few years, but I were always really impressed by what Almanac were doing, kind of fruited stuff.
Mm. I've had a few almanacs. I've loved those.
Yeah, but again, Almanac sour stuff is really good. But I think they were a sour brewery, like they weren't anything but a sour brewery.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pivoted and started doing different stuff later on in their brewery life. Like I think when they originally kicked off, that's all they did. So that was their ethos from day one. So whereas Trillium, not that JC didn't want to make sour beers, but obviously that wasn't the cusp or the what he was shooting for from the get.
Mm-hmm. So that's
2010. I had them first in 14. Yeah, though. So they've been going 4 years at Almanac when I tried them first.
But what was their first beers? That's what I'm saying. Didn't they just focus solely on sour from conception, I believe?
No idea. Let's look at Wikipedia.
Sneaky beaky. So, like from each respective country, from your own country, what would you say is the best sour program? Who makes the best sours? We could go like clockwise from like if Matt, Harry, Keith, Rob, like everybody go around, and I'll finish.
Harry will have probably answered the question before it gets to me.
Well, maybe, but I'm curious.
See, that's a hard question. Jester King. Jester King in Texas. Only because I'm trying to think, because sour is such a broad term. It's like, who makes the best IPA? And they're like, what?
You got so many like
hazy IPA, old school IPA. You know what I mean?
Like, do you want some more traditional sours, or you want to talk like kettle sours
Well,
or whatever? Let's go a little bit more like traditional sours, wild ales, a little bit like that territory.
Jester King.
There we go.
Yeah, if you've never had Jester King or heard of them, they're King should have fucked Matt when it comes to that.
Well, I've heard of them, but we don't get them.
And they do a ton of, like, they do everything from funky table sour to rip the enamel off your fucking tea sour.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've heard of them. Never had them before. They pop up here every now and then, usually in trade or like ridiculously expensive.
Oh, I've always found them relatively well priced. I mean, we've got a Triangle. We've got a bunch in at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in at the moment.
Yeah.
But you're looking around about 20 quid for a bottle. It's a 750. I mean, most of what we've got are like kind of farmhousey, mixed firm kind of stuff knocking around at the moment. We've had Spawn in as well, so don't think there's anything. He's probably got some of that tucked away somewhere, like he chooses to do. But yeah, I mean, the stuff we got in recently were mixed firm Saison, a mixed firm Best Bitter, and a mixed firm farmhouse ale with honey, grapefruit, and lime. They're the most recent ones we've had in.
Okay.
Yeah, about 20 quid. 750.
That doesn't sound too bad actually in terms of pricing. I can't remember seeing Jester King that well priced here, but maybe I should just have a better look around there.
I think Beer Gonzo has some as well. They normally do.
Probably got them off Gonzo.
Probably
off the same person that Gonzo got it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be
So-
off Gonzo, actually.
For you, Harry, what was like the best like traditional sour ale, like wild ale from UK?
UK. Well, it's going to be Mills, isn't it? It's great.
I don't like Mills.
No,
I don't like Mills. No, don't like it. I tried it. Don't like it. Moved on.
Is it a bit too much kind of rustic? Because it can be very.
What do you mean rustic? Do you mean like an outside toilet? That kind of rustic?
I mean that sometimes they go very kind of cidery with it. Do a lot of cider blends and stuff like that. And it's all a bit farmy. I think
farmy.
Farm. I like it for that. I think Burning Sky, I suppose you could say.
Yes, I'd say yeah. Good point, actually. Yeah, Burning Sky. I mean, some of that stuff's fucking amazing. I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
and I think they'd really stand up from whatever country you're in. I think you'd be like, yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
the Pesh, what came out recently was really good. Assemblage. My mate always gets one bottle in and he opens it on New Year's Eve. So I've had a couple of them. Cuvée is good.
Didn't Cloudwater do like an apricot sour recently? And someone saying it's like the Manchester version of Foo from Cantillon.
I've not heard a hell of a lot about the sours that Cloudwater recently did, but a lot of people were going nuts for the stouts. What were in that kind of range?
Yeah,
for Christmas. The barrel aged stuff what they did over Christmas, which just disappeared. They're great things about that. But yeah, I've heard a bit about some of the sours. I think we've still got some of the mixed firm knocking around.
Yeah, it only got released like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was
just for Christmas.
It was like a 750. But people were just banging on about how good it was on Untapped because I saw it on some site. I can't remember where it was now, but it was
probably every place.
No, to be honest, I don't go on Cloudwater because I don't buy Cloudwater out of principle for the way that they treated shops. Yeah, anyway, I know plenty of shops still stock them, but it's probably because they don't fucking know the way that they were being back in the first lockdown. But I think Little Earth Project as well. I don't know what's happened with them. They just kind of like thought they're too chill. They're just too chill about releasing stuff.
Jake's a big fan. I just found him, a bit rough. Just a bit fucking bit.
Did you ever get to try it? Did you ever get to try any of the Landlocked stuff? Which was,
I know, man.
Yeah. So that can be interesting.
Yeah, I know. Jake's a big fan. Yeah, kind of weird. There's a real variety of stuff, aren't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it's about wood, isn't it? Really, they're all about wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of old recipes and stuff for stouts and putting them in wood, and so, but like kind of like how those stouts would have potentially been once upon a time, where there was like a Brett kind of element to them. Like Thingy still is actually on its day. Albert Lecoq from Harvey's only times I've had it is pretty Bretty, considering it's from such a kind of esteemed family brewer.
I think who I think's done a collab with him is Old Chimneys. They've done a collab with Little Earth Project recently.
Oh right, okay. Well, they're brewing at Grain, aren't they? So they're down that way. So
yeah.
I think that's what Little Earth. I think that's what Three Chimneys exist on primarily these days is collabs.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Burning Sky. I think that's categorically.
I think we covered the UK here. Now I'm just really curious what Keith thinks.
The Kings.
I thought Goose Island's 2015 Sour Stout program was excellent. That was a joke.
I kind of figured as much because I was trying to wait for the punchline, but then again, that was the year they had all the infected stuff.
I had one of those bottles, unfortunately.
I have not.
Too soon.
Oh yeah, it's always too soon for a good BCBS joke.
I don't know. I don't. Sour beers have kind of eluded me, while also I've actively tried to avoid them because they scare me. But
Why would they scare you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not a judgment, by the way. I'm just really curious. Sorry if that came out a bit wrong.
No,
Sorry.
I know what you mean. No, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. It's like I don't buy a hell of a lot of them. Like I'm just like Burning Sky, for example. It's pretty well priced. 750s. You're looking at about £15-16. Very good.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I feel like I'm confronted by that 750 of something that
Yeah.
I could enjoy a glass of.
Yeah.
But that
Exactly.
750, I'm a bit like,
Yeah.
I see
I know
what you mean.
it's amazing, but it's something I want to share, and obviously that's not really.
I see what you mean, especially when you come to some of like the really high-priced good sours. Like you got some really, and I know for like I don't know what it's like for the UK guys, but for like me, Cantillon and stuff like that is Friesfontein. It's pretty affordable in comparison, but still, there's some bottles out there that are like 30, 40 euros. The big 750, it's standing there, and I'm like, I want it. But that was like a 40 euro investment. And I will love it, but will I love 750 of it? And especially now during the COVID period, when am I going to find the time to share it with somebody?
Yeah.
So I've got all these. So I especially in the last 6 months or so, I've been very hesitant with buying like the big sours. And I'm happy that I can find some smaller ones. I can find the 37.5 of Cantillon.
My experience with sours is I've had a bunch with like people, like at shares and stuff. Pre-COVID, obviously.
Of course.
And like, I don't know, sours are so hit or miss for me that I don't spend money on them because I don't. It's just too much of a gamble, even though I get it. Buy a ton of beer that I don't drink and end up pouring it out anyway. So I don't know.
So you don't. Okay. Well, okay. You don't really have to. I won't judge. I won't judge.
There is. I can't think of it, but there is one brewery that I like that does sour beers, and I can't think of the. Yeah.
No,
Plan B, Muckraker. I mean, which one do you want to like? There's a bunch of them you like.
Oh yeah, Plan B. Plan B would probably be the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just before I'm gonna go to what I think is awesome from the Netherlands. I just going to quickly want to get onto this because Davor, who like regulars, one of the regular viewers. What a disappointment! The Prairie Paradise 2017 that he was drinking. Huge lack on the mouthfeel and almost no vanilla and coconut on the palate. Well, see, the thing is, when you're talking about a 2017 beer with coconut and vanilla, after 3 years, that's probably going to go very flat. And the mouthfeel, as well, I'm assuming it's a barrel-aged beer. Prairie Paradise, I mean, so many barrel-aged beers in Prairie. With 3, almost 4 years, depending on when it was bottled. Like, if it was bottled in, like, February 2017, I can sort of see that vanilla and coconut is completely disappeared. But Davor, do comment, please. Like, is it a barrel-aged beer? Yes or no? Joe's going, cool, Thomas and Matt. I'm like, no, just Matt, please. So please do not get me, because now he's like, Thomas is again master of the show. Are you aware of who's next to me? Fuck off. I love you, Joe, but no, Joe, no. Don't compare me to, no. Thomas, I have the same problem with the Fremen beers. I want them, but too big and too expensive to buy. I want the coconut B-bomb. I kind of want the. I've been eyeing those Fremens for a while now, but I know.
How much?
What?
How much are they again for you guys?
Let me quickly check because I can Fremen. Let's see what's still available. While I'm looking that up, what would an average Fremen 65 centiliters be for you?
We don't get them here on the East Coast. They're only a West Coast brewery as far as availability. So it's, again, beers that you guys can get that we can't over here.
Fun.
And I think they're like $20 American a bottle.
Okay, so I'm looking at a Fremen Birthday Bomb 2019 is 30 euros. And I'm looking at a Fremen Coffee Cinnamon Birthday Bomb 2019, that's 39. So averaging between 30 and 40 euros.
And honestly, what you're paying is just for rarity.
Of course.
Because there's got to be a brewery that is regional to you guys that does those kind of beers just as well. And are decently priced. So you're only paying that price to try to tick a box, kind of. I mean, and it's a cool experience. They're not going to be the same as that other brewery. But when we had a discussion, remember when you emailed me, you're like, should I get the Fremont or should I get the Nickelbrook? I was like, get fucking Nickelbrook, because I don't think it's going to be appreciably €15 better than the fucking. You know what I mean?
It's funny because the guy I was ordering it from, the web shop, I talk to him regularly, and he was like, "Oh, I would have gone for the Fremont," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get that because, the Fremont has that sort of."
Fremont. He's so European.
Fremont. I know. Fremont. I know. How am I supposed to say it?
Fremont,
baby. Fremont.
It's only one E, motherfucker.
The month of the free.
It's only one E. Fremont.
Come on, where's the accent on it?
Fremont. No, but seriously. What the fuck?
You're now French.
Yeah, you'll comment on it because he's like, Thomas is again master of the show. No, I'm fucking not. And Cantillon was like 12 to 20 euros at the brewery. And Yo should know because he can go there quite easily. He's from Belgium. And like it's the availability. It's the you want to acquire it. You want to have it. You want to be able to say, I own this shit. And yeah, but as soon as you pop that cap, it's worthless. It's worthless. There's no monetary value to it except for if you like it or not. That's the only value it'll have. So, fuck that.
Hey, you don't live in the United States, man. There's motherfuckers over here who'll open crazy expensive bottles and literally like post like, I'll give you 2 ounces of this beer if you give me like a 4-pack of beers. That shit happens over here. He's laughing because he's seen it before. Like, motherfuckers will be like, "Yeah, I want to open this bottle if you're close, and I'll put like 2 ounces in a glass for you and leave it outside if you leave me a 4-pack of Treehouse or some shit like that." Like, so that bottle, people are still trying to get their money, man.
It's funny because those people get hosed on the internet all the time.
But I bet you people fight on that shit too.
Oh yeah,
there's probably people that pick them up on that. Actually, you know what? One of the biggest trading scenes is vials of Sam Adams Utopias.
I'll believe that. And the reason that I'm right now pointing at this motherfucker here is because this is the guy who will chug, like in one gulp, some of the weirdest beers you've seen in one go. He likes to do that. Fucking idiot. Yeah, he just has like he'll just have like an 8 pound. That's not the weirdest beer. He'll have like an 8 pound, 12% Imperial Stout, but he'll just go gone.
I had when you switched the thing to Harry. I had it full screen, so my entire screen was just Harry.
Oh, we all love that. Like,
instantly came.
Yeah, you want one too? There you go. You greasy bearded motherfucker. I love you. I just want to play with that mustache and just go with that hang with that goatee. Oh yeah.
So let's guess. What do you know? La Quinta there? What's going on? We got a little Holiday Inn. What's
no? This is the local hotel.
A mom and pop.
I don't know if it's a mom and pop. It's kind of fancy, but it's called the Yankee Inn.
Okay.
What the fuck?
They just yank you in.
Yankee Inn. What the mother? Oh my god.
It's right next to the Yankee Candle store, so I think that might have something to do. Yankee
in your candle store? What? I don't know where this is going, but it's
if you come in, you get a Yankee.
There you go.
Do you not know Yankee Candle?
Rob, have you had your Yankee today yet?
No. Maybe tomorrow.
No on live stream Yankees today.
Afraid not. Cam show later.
That was one special. That was one special live stream.
I have not
which
watched
I
it.
remember.
I know things happened. I know I'm not watching it. That's where I'm leaving
That's
this on.
that special live stream, Rob, where you had a nice movie on in the background.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was trolling you with porn on telly, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So Davor still commenting on the prairie. It's a regular imperial style with adjuncts, but still, man, with more than 3 years on it, I'm not surprised that the vanilla and the coconut is going to be completely gone.
The one mystery beer that Sean sent me and Matt was the
Prairie
Paradise.
Do you remember the vintage?
It was a fresh one, or
It was a fresh one, but it did still have enough coconut and.
Yeah, we both were like, this is all the coconut. So there was definitely coconut in it.
Yeah.
Just looking on, there's a site here called Beer Merchants, and I was just sent a link to their anyway for a discount, and they've got a beer. Jackie O's got a beer called Carrots and Sticks, and they've used carrot puree, conditioned on vanilla beans and aged in bourbon barrels with walnuts, spices, lemon zests, and raisins. It sounds vile.
No, it's delicious. I would assume carrot is much like pumpkin. It's just going to add mouthfeel. It's not really going to impart a ton of flavor. So maybe they're using that in place of something else. And like Jackie O's barrel aging program is like one of the best barrel aging programs in the whole country. Like they're probably Mount Rushmore. Like they're just as good as Firestone Walker. Their barrel program's amazing.
I've had a few Jackie O's before. It typically comes through Beer Gonzo. Well, there's obviously through Beer Merchants. They've got some Jester King on here as well. They got Colour 5, £27. And then they've got Modern Dansk, which is cherry wine barrels.
Ooh, man, that's probably those. Keith, I bet you that. Remember the cherry wine we had at fucking Shelton Brothers? Remember at the end of the night when we were rip shit drunk, and then we're like, "Oh, let's just drink this cherry wine," and it was awesome.
That was near the entrance, right?
Yeah. I bet you it's through that company. I bet you it's their cherry wine barrels. I guarantee it.
Wasn't that the one that we first walked in? The line was like crazy long.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was good. That was the best liquid I drank there. It was that cherry wine. Honestly, it was like the best. It was so good.
Yeah,
but it was literally. Go ahead.
It's Jester King. It's wild ale Asian Danish cherry wine barrels, re-fermented with Danish cherry juice. Modern Dansk was inspired by the
Yeah, that's the place, man. Oh man, that shit's so good. Oh man, it's like if mead went out of control in Cherryville. It's fantastic.
Holly, have you ever had the Friedrich Stahl stuff?
You had me at hello.
Which are kind of associated with Mikkeller. And Mikkeller have done kind of years with. Well, there's two different types. There's one which is just like a kind of wine strength one, but it's uber thick and kind of gloopy. It's probably like 14-15% or something, but really kind of like intensely cherry flavored.
Yeah.
But then they do kind of like a fortified kind of version, a stronger version, which is a bit kind of like fuller and richer and a bit more port-like, but still uber cherry. And they're in the. I mean, they're from. I think they're from Copenhagen, and they're very stylish and stuff. And but if you've got an interest in that, they are not cheap, but they really are very good. We were gonna at Triangle. We were gonna start. Gavin got this thing for Christmas, but then Christmas didn't happen, and it's still that he's gonna do.
Oh, Christmas happened. Christmas happened. It was just fucked.
He was getting my Christmas was quite good actually, but anyway. Yes. So because he's going to try to improve a variety of the offer, and he's getting in kind of natural wine and stuff. But one of the things he's wanting to do, he got this kind of like massive kind of bulb shaped thing, which is like it's got a tap on it and stuff. So they'll be selling that by the glass.
Oh,
okay. Just get a little kind of a small glass. I'm sure it'll be, but it just it's in like a kind of like a fun little thing. And
so he's doing like wine on site kind of thing.
Yeah. So I mean, he won't do much by the glass. I mean, he's got a couple of like pretty bog standard, but it just been a thing. Like, have the cherry wine because it's not it's sweetish, really quite sweet, but it's not sickly. I mean, If you've got any interest in that kind of thing, that is very well done. Like kind of cherry Bakewell intensity. Yeah,
I've got a blueberry wine on the go here. Because I want to bought all my bottles for it, which cost me a fucking shit ton. Because I wanted to, the nice bottles that they use on kind of like Nordic ice distilled cider and things like that. The really tall, slim ones. They're like ice distilled cider. I think there's someone done on some of these, but they're very skinny, quite tall. 375 ml. And I got and bought. I was hoping to buy 100 and then reuse them, and then they were like, "Oh no, minimum order is 904." I was like, "So that's a pallet." Okay, well I'll get that, and then the corks as well. I got all them, but then the first thing I've been fermenting it as a blueberry wine. But I thought, no, I need to go and get some more blueberry juice, and this is legit. All I'm doing. It's Tesco, and then I have to bulk it up with a bit of demerara sugar and a couple of spices and stuff. But that is fucking lush of the little bits I've tried. And it's only like 6% comes out at, so very low.
I've just posted some links if you want to have a look, Harry, to kind of what they are. But yeah, it's if you've got an interest in that kind of thing, it's really worth trying. Posh shit. But kind of it's silly expensive. It's kind of a nice buy your parents it as a present and just go and drink it.
That's what I did last time. I bought them some Tillingham, and it was years ago when I bought some Tillingham from Beer Gonzo, and then I gave it to them and drank it all myself. Because that's what you do with wine.
Of course you do. Like bottle, chuck, gone.
You just buy it. You buy it to people and end up drinking it yourself.
Harry, how expensive was that Jester King that Angst beer again? How much was it?
It was $26.70.
In the United States, it was $40 a bottle.
Wow,
it's not bad.
And it's like bonkers. Like it is that cherry wine producer that I was thinking of, and it's like ape shit over that thing over here. Like,
it's really so. It's the one that I'm just talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
The Danish one.
The name of the cherry one is Friedrichsthal Kirsbavieren.
Yeah.
That's cherry wine I've just been talking about. Yeah, it is good. I'm not surprised it was really good as well.
Before we're going on all the cherry wines and plum wines and everything, though, I quickly wanted to point out, by the way, for those who are watching, Dutch wild ales and sour ales.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, that's not a problem. I just quickly wanted to point them out because there are a few very good ones. Fruit wine. No, really. If you ever find a
there's less talk of thermos mugs and disappointing hotels and more varied alcohol.
I do really need to know what's in that mug because that is definitely not coffee or tea. What? He's too happy for coffee or tea.
Cherry wine.
What kind of liquor?
Sweet barrel wine.
It's whiskey this time.
There you go. Good boy.
Actually, it's funny because we also have cucumber vodka with us. So it's like
we heard Katie.
Cucumber.
Thomas says he enjoyed hearing your voice. Well, I translated it.
So I'm just saying that felt a little bit awkward hearing Katie in the background going.
He said it back or whatever. Not really. He was just like,
That was okay. There we go. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, Dutch Sour and wild ales. No, if you guys ever find a chance, this is brewed like 20 miles from where I live. It's called Van den Broek. I think he's originally from Belgium. This is basically lambic and geuze, not from Belgium. He can't call it lambic or geuze, but it is literally that, and it's amazing. And compared to like Cantignon and Triffontaine, it is, for me personally, on that level. It's amazing.
Where's he from?
Wait, I'll Google it and send you guys a link. Van den Broek. Oh no, Van den.
I like how breweries in the United States are like, yeah, we'll call it lambic. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but you guys are assholes. So
Well, don't they say lambic style?
No, I saw a fucking. I remember I reviewed Free Will at a beer, and it just said maybe it's a lambic style. I don't know, but still, nah. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I just.
We've got some of that. We've got some of that in the Triangle at the moment. We've got a load of it actually.
Van den Broek.
It's good.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's really good. Like these guys, like this is basically. Sorry, huge grin on my face here. These guys are basically lambic and geuzes without being from Belgium. Price-wise, go for it. The other one is Navel. I can really recommend them. They're more wild ale. They are fantastic. Nevel. They are mind blowing, if you ask me. And there's this young kid who's out there, and I've had a few beers from him.
Oh yeah,
Tommy Chef.
Yeah.
You knew exactly. Tommy Chef. Fuck, that is some amazing shit. And there's a home brewer.
Running a brewery at like 16 or some shit like that.
How the fuck is it so awesome that you guys know this is? If he would be watching this right now, he would probably both be aware of the fact that he is known in America, but also in the UK, but also that the five of us are going like, Tommy Chef.
We do have some. We've got one called Vor.
Yeah, I've had Vor.
We've got that at the moment. Well, it's not really there. Only for consumption in the shop. I have like 2 balls of it.
Yeah.
Watergoose.
Yeah, Watergoose. That one is. He calls it Watergeuze. And now I'm just going to be the pretentious Dutch guy who's going to go Watergeuze. Come on. But that is basically his standard geuze, and it is just, for me personally, it's like €5 for a 37.5.
$7.99 we're selling it for.
Yeah, well, for you, but the little import thing from the Netherlands to the UK, but still $7.99 for a 37.5. Come on, that is like something Jake would like chug on a Friday evening,
What are you talking about?
I always talk about you, Jake. I always talk about you for the last hour. Yeah, I don't want to disappoint Harry, but when it comes down to it, you're my man, meat. You know that, right?
I'm taken.
Oh, you're taking it, buddy. Haha. Sorry. Anyway, how's you been, Jake? How's life?
Yeah, well, it's what it is. It's lockdown. It's all fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're having a loads of laugh here.
Yeah, good.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a beer from Beak. It is Self-Portrait, which is a 4.5% pale ale.
Pale ale.
Yeah.
Hello. And while we're all appreciating that, can we also all appreciate Matt's "Paint Me Like One of Your French Girls"? Christ, I've missed these hangouts, guys. They're fun. No, so we've been talking sour ales, wild ales. What is like your favorite traditional sour wild ale from your own country? Do you have anything to add to this discussion?
From our own country? That's a tricky one.
Well, we were saying Harry mentioned Little Earth, and you know a lot more about Little Earth than we do.
Yeah, because they're obviously quite new, but they make very old styles of beer that turn out to be sour because beer would have been sour. It'd been hard to stop that from happening. So they actively encourage spontaneous fermentation and all that sort of thing.
The cider yeast. I just remember, because Johnny and Brad did a little thing about it.
It's from the skin of apples.
Ah, right.
Yeah. The lees, is it lees? I don't know much about cider. Something like that.
The lees are the leftover bits of shite, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know nothing about cider. But yeah, Little Earth are crazy good. You need to take a few Rennies afterwards, but
fuck yeah. that's like every sour beer is like you need just a toilet with you for the next day.
My mate can do an entire night. I mean,
What
when
kind of
we have
week?
like hangouts on a Thursday night, he'll do like 3 Driefontainers back to back.
How are you guys like? That's not. Why would that upset your stomach? Like weakness disgusts me. What is this?
Maybe with the assistance of yourself, we can push it back in.
There's no pushing back in the state that's going to come out there.
There we go. Woof.
Like a dirty
Hello.
sprinkler.
Jesus.
You invited me in.
Wow. So
That's what
we
she said.
were here. We were here. Now we're like, no, I'm even going towards. Jake is blowing me.
My goal is to ruin everybody's channel until there's none left, and I am the king fuck of Shit Mountain, as Matt would say.
In the meantime, Davos commenting, yeah, Van den Broek, Navel, Tommy Shep, solid offer from the Netherlands. I'm the solid offer from the Netherlands. Right, Harry?
Good time.
You are.
This convo got sexy. Oh, this convo is sexy all the time. This is like, oh, everything here is sexy. This is the sexy going on. We got Ron Jeremy in the chat, so there you go.
In the chat from live on cam.
Here we go. There we go. Look at him, people. Look at that glorious beast. Can you do a little for all of us?
No, I'm not. I can't do that.
That sucks.
It's like he's drowning in a very shallow puddle.
it just turns into a weird Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Sorry. Oh, I wish I didn't have done that. Now I feel embarrassed about myself. I'm sorry. Sorry. I just did the. Sorry. This convo is not sexy anymore. I apologize. Drinking a Portuguese imperial stout with figs and port wine. Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
That sounds awesome.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Sure, is that
Good name.
like sardine? But really, sure, please comment. Is that port wine infused or port wine barrel aged?
Or as well as? Was he drinking an imperial stout with?
Oh, that would
chaser.
And port.
I could have that. I could be all over that. I had Naval was best. It was superb. Naval is. Damn it, Matt. Like I told you, there's a box coming your way. Well, it's not. It's going to Sean, and he's going to send your stuff your way. Second box, I'm going to do. I'm going to get you some Naval. I'm going to get you some Van den Broek. I'm going to get you all the. I'll pack in some assets for you because I know you're.
Let's actually see the first box materialize before you start promising second box.
Yeah, that's true though, because I mean we don't know what happens. Wasn't Ramey's box like?
No. I was making fun of you that you're not going to send it.
I'm never going to send it. I'm going to drink it all. I'm an asshole when it comes to that. Yeah, and good evening, Stuart. By the way, there we go. My glass is empty.
Why you going to get one of these?
Well, my ass is empty.
I'm drinking a golden stout, no less, and it's actually quite good. I have a vehement dislike for the concept of a white stout, but this is really quite nice.
Is it?
It's from Hong Kong, but it's not. Oh, the company's from Hong Kong, but it's actually brewed in Scotland.
Okay.
It was free as well. So it tastes even better. I can taste every glug of that free beer.
Free beer is the best beer. Free beer is the best beer. I am
the secret ingredient.
let you guys talk amongst yourself for a little bit. I'm gonna go and find another beer.
We're just gonna
Free
sit
beer.
silent.
Free beer is the best beer. It's like the YouTube beer tubers mantra.
Isn't it? Like, do you like this beer? Yes. Why do you like it? I did not pay for it.
See, if it was shit, I'd be more inclined to throw it away. I didn't pay for it, but it is actually all right. I was all for not liking it, but it's not bad at all.
White stouts aren't even a thing. It's just it's not good because it's a white stout. It's good because it's a good beer that just happens to be a white stout.
What I don't think I've had a white stout. I've been
There's a couple. Stone was like one of the first ones to do it. Well, those was called a blonde stout, but that's probably what I mean. You can see that's what it's not white; it's blonde. But
this is golden. So
yeah. So it's basically you're doing a roasty toasty malt bill without the color. You're trying to get the toasty effect without the actual SRM being gigantic. You know,
and loads of adjuncts that
and
flavors without
without the color.
Yeah, this has got cow nib and coffee and stuff in it.
Yeah,
vanilla, loads of oats. Yeah, I had some dog rough ones in the past when it first started as a bit of a trendy style, but yeah, it's not bad at all.
What's the worst style that people tried to put? Let's do that. Let's run that one. What do you think is the dumbest style that was pushed hard? And you're
Brute
like,
IPA. Brute IPA.
I mean, that's the knee-jerk reaction. This is a Brute IPA.
Yeah.
I had some really good Brute IPAs, though.
Yeah, I know other people who like a Brute IPA, but
I think we just didn't really see a good example. I think it was one of those things that sort of took off in the States, and people tried to jump on it here to try and do a new New England sort of trend, and then it just I never had a good version. But at the time when they came out, there was lots of fanfare, but it was all for the stuff in the States, not the stuff made over here. I think people wanted to jump on that new thing straight away. The people that didn't adopt New England straight away, sort of thing, and it's like, yeah, we could do a good Brute IPA, and it was just like,
yeah.
Would you like a dry, fizzy, light pale ale?
Yeah,
or also known as a Brute IPA.
See, I would have knee jerked to the fruited sour thing, like that. Not the fruited sour, the sour IPA, like the fruit smoothie beers that explode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, those, or like, I mean, there's obviously like stuff like glitter beer, like over like we have like glitter beer and dumb shit like that, but that's not a style. It's just someone put glitter in a fucking beer. But yeah, those fruit things, and that's the thing. It's not so much that they're bad beverage. Like, you drink them and they're tasty. You know what I mean? But if I walked to your house and you said, "Hey, you want a beer?" and I said yes, and you handed me a slice of pizza, I'd be like, "This isn't beer, this is pizza." And he's like, "No, don't worry, it's a cheese beer." And you'd be like, "No, it's not, dude. It's a fucking pizza." You know what I mean? Like, this is not fucking beer. So those fruited things they're not beers. They're just, here's a tasty fruit smoothie beverage
with alcohol,
and I'm gonna call it a beer. Be like, but it's not. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's not a fucking beer. Okay, I thought there was going to be more gross.
No,
Thomas. I basically, what do we have? 0 viewers now? I think I just destroyed it.
but I always think with those styles, they always start off with the best intentions, and it's always because someone does something and it's really revered, and someone does it really well, and that's when other breweries try and do it. I think that's what kills those sort of places.
Well, I'll tell you right now, shots are being fired at Harry because we have Waldo saying all 3 styles, along with Jord saying worst NA. So Harry's just fired bullets across the bow.
Of course, the best comment in the entire chat is, of course, this one. Of course I have. Duh.
I was talking about the pizza. I'm sure Seven Islands has done a pizza beer, which is knocking around at the moment, and it just looks. I want to know what they've put in it, because it sounds.
Didn't they do it with Chicago Town or Goodfellas or something like that? Didn't they?
Well,
that was Seven Sisters,
Oh,
which is a dog shit brewery in Manchester. No, Seven Islands are from Greece.
No, did it? Who was it? Who's the brewery that did it?
Lervig did.
Lervig did. They put pizza in the beer, but we've actually had
And money, right? Pizza and money.
Yeah, pizza and money.
It was called Big Ass Money Stout.
Yeah,
But there's been breweries here in the States have done pizza beers, like they did a pizza IPA, but what they did was they put spices like a little bit of garlic and oregano and stuff like that, and it actually worked out pretty well.
This is what I'm trying to figure out what they fucking did to it. 'Cause it just sounded. If it's got shit like that in, no, come on. Come on. Have a word with
Did I'm curious. Did the slushy beers pick up over there?
No, not to the extent of the US.
No,
not with like those exploding cans.
Not. I quickly want to see the reaction. By the way, very quickly, I just want to see the reaction of Jake, Rob, and Harry when I show what I'm drinking right now. Exactly that.
Probably better than Punk IPA, but
yeah.
There you go.
Was Beavertown was the one that sold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they sold. Don't they have a majority?
Yeah, they
slim majority. Yeah, very.
It's not pretty sold.
It's like a 49-51 situation.
Yeah,
that thing. Yeah. But you know what? First of all, free beer, always cool. But for a 4.3% session IPA,
it's cold and it's wet.
What?
It's cold and it's wet.
It's one of those things where when a macro brewery sort of takes over a craft brewery, everyone goes, "Oh, the beers used to be so much better. They've all gone downhill." Yeah. Beavertown's the only one where I've actually noticed that the beers are worse.
Oh, really?
Most time it's like
last time I had Necro, they were on draft and it were fine.
Yeah. No, and I think also because they're now shelf turds on Sainsbury's supermarket shelves, that could be a lot of it.
They're still doing their barrel aged stuff. Their Tempest. It's not quite as much as they were doing. But you do see the odd.
I don't really see it about that much.
It's
Heineken hasn't really affected. Heineken hasn't really affected Lagunitas all that much here in the States. They pretty much stayed par for the course, but the big exception to that rule is Duvel. Like every time Duvel buys or partners or buys a brewery here in the United States, they literally buy it and go, do your thing, and they don't fucking do anything. They actually don't do anything at all. Yeah. They just basically, I think they buy them so they won't get bought out or won't get destroyed by somebody else. You know what I mean?
But then here in the Netherlands with Brouwerij Ei, the biggest thing that you keep hearing right now, ever since Moordgat did their thing with Brouwerij Ei, how did you pronounce it again, Matt?
I just say ITJ or some shit like that. I forget what it is.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's amazing. I want a tattoo that phonetically says that.
Arrogant. Fucking.
So whenever at that point. So many
the American label on the back there. It's like that Matrix printer. When the fuck this is look the dating on this goes to 2006. That's how old the fucking model is.
There you go. No, but see, then they were still awesome. They were fantastic back then. Now it's like whenever I drink any modern I just get that Duvel Moordgat yeasty thing going on, and it's just not the same anymore. It's just not that old school, fantastic, classic Amsterdam brewery. It's just like
yeah, I'm not saying that's
another brewery.
but over here, Firestone Walker, what is it? Firestone Walker Boulevard. Ommegang tastes like Duvel yeast, but that was like the first thing they ever acquired, and they bought them to save the brewery. It was like a completely different thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Ommegang like wanted to sell like 20 years ago or whatever it was, and they went to Duvel going, "Do you want to buy us?" Like that's like what happened with Ommegang. That's why there's a lot of Duvel yeast used because Duvel bought it, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll fuck with this stuff. We'll do some things." And but Firestone Walker and Boulevard were just like. They were up for sale, and they were like, okay, they bought them, and they literally just said, do your thing. We are not going to do anything at all. Like, we're not going to tell you what to do. Just keep doing what you're doing because what you're doing is working, and people like your beer, so there you go. No, I'm sure if their numbers slipped and they became shit, they'd jump in and do something, but I mean, Firestone Walker, is still Survivor Stonewalker is one of the breweries that's revered by the upper echelon, but also a lot of people like to drink their beers too with their Pivo pills and a bunch of their lower end stuff, and their barrel age program's great. So yeah, Duvel makes good choices when they buy brewers over here.
True. Maybe they do it better. Wait, I'm not even plugged in. What the hell? That's not a sentence you'll ever hear from me. It's probably true. I very much apologize for what's going on right now. There is a good reason why this needs to happen, and I apologize. There we go. There was a good reason why that had to happen, and I'm very sorry.
I was certain you were going to fart then.
No, I'm never
like later on the right there.
Thomas has some OnlyFans thing going with a side chick on YouTube.
I have an OnlyFans. No, I have an OnlyFans, and it's making me lots of money. But sometimes I have to do things that it has to happen. Wait.
So Harry, the pizza beer was by Brass Castle, by the way.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it's a sun-dried tomato and sweet basil goes. Doesn't that sound rancid?
From them, yes. I did have a tomato and I had a tomato and basil sour from some Estonian brewery like before Christmas, and it was fantastic. It was like a full pizza beer. I can't name who it was now, but it was nice.
Why do it like a sour style though? Surely you want something sort of bready. And then you do, and try and make it a bit more but I've never had a pizza and gone, oh, this could be more sour.
Just do like a bitter. Daya's bitter is shit because it's just like bread and water.
Just come out
so
again.
They may as well. It's such a shit beer. I don't understand why because it's nothing like a bitter. It's just so pale. It's just let's just get some pale malt and more pale malt. Or we put some bitter and hops in it. That'll be it. It's now bitter.
Shake that money back.
All right, gentlemen. I have to jump off.
Yeah.
We're going to go eat food.
Yeah, sure. Katie's laying on the bed. You're gonna have food. Goodbye.
You can
see the thing.
Of course you can see Katie's on the bed, you idiot. Nobody's going to believe you're gonna have food right now.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the old food story.
No, did he say he's going to get food, or did he say he is going to eat?
Yeah, no, he said he's going to get food. I'm sorry. Otherwise, yeah, no. Can Katie hear us?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Can you please, Katie?
No.
Can you make Katie? Katie, can you hear us?
Yes. Sorry if there's an echo.
Yeah. Katie.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah. Keith just said some naughty things that he was going to do, and he wasn't aware that we could see you around the bed.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Yeah, you heard, huh? So I just wanted to say to both you and Keith, have loads of fun. We'll make sure Keith puts the laptop off and the camera's off, and it's going to be fun. Okay.
We can't shut down the live stream on you guys, so.
It's going to be fine. Don't worry.
Ron Jeremy rolling back the years.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Rob live stream. This.
No, Ric Flair once said, "Jumping on is a lot easier than jumping off."
This people is quoted for truth.
All right. See you guys later.
Have fun, guys.
I'll
Talk to you later. Bye.
Profiling.
Oh my god.
That's what Jake is telling him. Profiling.
Yeah. I'll say it for 4 days.
End of a very drunken night.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there you go. Well, not a bombshell.
Yeah.
You go from there.
I don't know. We kind of really topped there, didn't we, with Keith going off? And
what we do is, Rob, is we talk about the prices of beer on the Triangle, and we go through every single beer, and I'll tell you every single one. Why is your Arbor so expensive?
It's got to come a long way.
It's like a solid.
Yeah, it's come a long way, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's got a very specific pricing policy. And I don't know what it is.
200, 300 miles up north.
He might have come through a. It's not expensive.
It's a solid £1.50 more than what we get down here.
It's clearly from a distributor. The breakfast in bed.
Yes.
We got the other day for $5.40. It's only 50p more.
Yeah.
Still not a bad price.
Yeah. I mean, I paid mine at trade, so I don't really know what it cost.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
He's probably
You're saying it's more expensive, but you can't. You got no details.
You have to narrow a little bit more expensive than most places. But then also when you can drink in, we don't charge corkage as well. So
okay,
it's be a right bloody cheap night out, I tell you.
Are those prices like what you'd have inside the bar as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One price. Yeah, so drinking in super cheap.
Yeah.
But as far as the VAT man's concerned, it's not a bar; it's a shop.
It's a shop. It is a retail premises.
Well, it is.
That's what they're doing. Like a pub I went to. Where have I put the beer? I'll put them in here. Pub I went to earlier and dropped some beers off at. In fact, no, I dropped 2 cases of gin, 3 cases of gin, something like that. We're doing like a mega offer on all our gins. Jesus Christ, what am I stuck to? And yes, we're doing like a mega offer on our gin, so loads of people are buying fuck tons of gin, whilst the prices are, 20 pence a pint or something like that. And he gave me 3 beers. He's like, "Do you drink ale?" I was like, "Yes."
Only fine ales.
Only fine.
Only fine handcrafted ones.
I don't want a fine ale. I just want premium lagers. Come on,
premium session. So I got a couple of cans from Froome Brewery.
Okay. This
one's with Galaxy. They've used all the Galaxy in the world, in the Galaxy. This one is a single hop IPA. I don't know what single hop it is. Nelson Sauvin. Mm-hmm. And then this one, Amarillo and Basil.
Amarillo and Basil. What, IPA or sour?
I'm going to guess IPA. Pale. It is not quite pale. Not quite pale.
Not quite pale.
Not quite pale. But yeah. So yeah.
Really want to quickly ask somebody: has anybody had this? Because I've heard of it before. The Tomate by the Strauser.
Yes.
Saison with Tomate.
I've heard of it. I've never had it.
I skipped it. All right.
It's vile. Yeah. I had it recently.
It sounds horrible.
All the tomato beers recently, Harry.
Yeah, just
non-alcoholic and tomato.
No wonder you're onto non-alcoholic beers. If you fucking topped out on the fucking tomato beers at Christmas.
Yeah, all the tomato beers. Give me all your cheladas.
I don't mind a Clamada chelada.
Did you have that one?
Well? I've had it before.
Okay, so I only got it. Yeah.
I love how they call them sharing cans.
Yeah, sharing cans. I'm just gonna cuvee them. For breakfast in bed. Breakfast stout and double IPA in a pint can. Just go cuvee them in my mouth.
Because you posted something about it earlier in the last week or something, and
I haven't had it obviously yet, but I haven't had any of them yet.
Oh,
but, that's the other one, the stout as well. So I got that one as well. I want to get that. There's another the Devil made me brew it.
That was hoppy stout. It was Rory Lee who first told me about that. She's out there. Yeah, we've got that as well. You paid £50 apparently. You don't fucking mark up your own beer, that's why.
New Bristol.
Oh yeah, I see that knocking around on some.
They're doing quite well down here. They're really fine at the shop. Have you had pig love before?
No, I've never loved the pig unless it's on my plate.
Pig love.
Yeah, they're on outskirts of Leeds. Pig love.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. No, Kyle. No. You get in on the stream, Ryan. Kyle, Ryan. You get in on the stream right now. Don't drop off. You sexy bald-headed bearded beast.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Some proper
Calypso and
bitter, yeah.
Sriracha. Calypso and
That's
Sriracha.
gonna be a right fucking assault on the senses. Bitter
Yeah.
beer.
Bitter.
The palest beer. You might have to put sunglasses on to cope with how pale a beer is. Pale as fuck. Never seen something quite as pale.
Have you tried that one, Rob? Stout
it?
Zilla.
Zilla.
Yeah, from
By who?
Unbarred.
Sorry.
I don't
Wait,
I don't
best,
know who I'm bad. I don't
best comment ever.
Only way. Chug. The thing is, Harry would do it.
You fucking
If anyone would do it, Harry would
That's
do
a concept. That's a good beer. That's a good beer concept. Beer review concept. Threesome. The men are
chugging 2 beers at once.
What's French for drink?
French for
It's
drink.
like
What's French for drink?
it's like a they're the brainiac. Will it fizz or will it bang?
Whatever drink too.
Will it fizz or will it bang?
Will it fizz or will it bang?
Mixing in your mouth. Mixing in your mouth.
Oh, there you go. Here's the mix you want.
Got there like a 2-camera shot where you get like a close up of it
But you old
spaffing all over your face. I am aware of
fizz or
that
will it
shit
bang?
now. Harry, what is that horrible stuff like? 'Cause it just sounded like a fucking.
Because this is the ES kit. This is a
Yeah.
super strong shit.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a schnapps, isn't it?
No, it's
I
alcohol.
that's what they sell it as.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, yeah.
It's
Like
it's
2020.
just it's more like like a boozy monster is what I'd say.
Fucking hell.
A boozy monster.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah.
boozy monsters, where's Matt?
I was expecting him to pop back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking seen. He's watching, observing from a distance.
Oh, yeah. So here's an interesting question. I just popped it up and I showed the bottle that was literally on the table here by coincidence. But what the hell has happened to the Belgian sour and Flanders? I'm not talking about the Geuzes and the Lambics, but I'm talking about your Flanders brown ales, your Flanders sour reds, stuff like that. There you fucking go. There you.
And some Thornbridge ones.
Not everyone likes drinking balsamic vinegar.
Everybody should. Wait,
I love
I'm just
it.
gonna wait. I'm just gonna mute Harry for a bit because he's gonna talk nonsense right now. I'm muted Harry. Fuck this bullshit. Did you all hear that entire sort of white noise just went away?
Racist?
No, I mean here. Look, listen. Go for it. Right? There's this sort of in the back, and I'm going to mute Harry. It's gone.
It's just the noise.
How though? How the hell is your environment so noisy?
Is it really bad?
I can't hear it. I thought you just taking a piss.
Yeah, I thought like all the time you were just taking this. I can't hear anything. It's your laptop.
No, it's not my laptop. It's your...
Is it me? I can't hear anything.
It's your earphones.
Okay, it's my laptop. Anyway, Harry, why are you not drinking balsamic vinegar?
It's hard. Well, I like a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I had Duchess, the Duchess, as I'll rename her, de Bourgogne.
It's Duchess de Bourgogne.
Yeah, I had it once in the head of steam, and I was like, "What?" I bought it, and I was like, "What the fuck have I just bought? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to drink the rest of it." And the same as Grand Cru from Rodenbach.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy that either. I just don't enjoy Rodenbach beers. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I love you.
Yeah. At the same time, you'll smash those tomato beers. Every.
There you go. Oh, he smashes the fucking dragon soup.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a craft beer channel. I do all the craft beer reviews. Here's dragon soup. Woohoo! Here's a Belgian classic.
Yeah.
Wait, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, the hero, the god, the legend, the Craig.
Craig.
You're right, Craig.
Hello.
What an intro. What do you say
Hello.
after that? Yo.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. First beer for 6
Yeah.
days.
Wow.
Just rattled off a couple of reviews.
Cool.
Awesome, mate.
How's
Awesome, mate. Yeah. C'est la vie.
I'm dying of non-alcohol.
I do need to do one of these not drinking things. I think I said to Adam the other day, I'm going to do an arid February. Not a dry January fan.
What's you
steady?
It's Daya. Good, mate. Loving it. Craig, do you have any opinions on the question that we were talking about before we were taking the mickey out of Harry not drinking balsamic vinegar? What the hell happened to Belgian sour and Flanders beer? It seems that nobody's reviewed that style in years.
Don't know. No idea. Some of them could be quite pricey, I think. I mean, that could be a factor. I mean, a lot of them bottles are big bottles. Sharing beers, obviously, what's that these days? Maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just trends, isn't it? It's that they're just not that trendy or accessible.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, they didn't add a lot of lactose. They didn't add a lot of pure. Sorry, you were saying something, Craig. I interrupted you. My bad.
Perhaps it's a time of year. Potentially a time of year.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's pretty cheap. I picked up for like only a little over £2.
Yeah, under €2 for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly €2 with the.
Classic.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Liefmans Goudenband, also amazing. Duchesse de Bourgogne. At first I hate it, then with time I appreciate it. This is a nice one. What is the beer or beer style that you hated at first, and then with time you started to appreciate more?
Sours for me. Sours.
Yeah, I think.
It took me 3 years to like sours, but I forced myself to like them. I kind of got to my palate into liking them.
I didn't hate sours when I first tried them, but I remember it just being like, I was just like, what the hell what's wrong with this beer? What's happened to this beer? Should it be like this? It was more of like a confusion when I first had like sour beer, and then you learn about it and you grow to appreciate the process, and you grow to appreciate the different flavors and what those styles of beer are about. But I think if you give like a real ale drinker like their first sour, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? What's this? Like what sort of beer is this? But then yeah. So it took me a little while. It didn't take me quite 3 years, but it took me a little while to appreciate sour beer. Because because I love sour beer, but not all of them are winners. Some of them are just too sour or too funky or go too far in a certain direction. But
I always remember when I first met Rob. It was kind of 5 years, almost 6 years ago now, at the Great British Beer Fest, and we all bought some beers each to review. Went off and reviewed them. And Simon, and just that was interesting, wasn't it? Just walks away. Anyway, Jake. Excellent. I'll just wait for you.
Yeah. Should we just wait in silence? Wait in silence.
Yeah.
To get back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So carry
I had
on, Craig.
I had a sour in 2015, and it just it was like.
Just joking.
Yeah, bye.
Just everyone go. Just all go.
There's people watching. Well, probably. Yeah, it was like vinegar. Lit like vinegar, and it just.
Yeah, I mean, the first time sour beer clicked for me was Westbrook Goza. I just think like I'm really rubbish at remembering stuff and picking things out, but I remember that being like, oh, I get this now. It's like a balanced, lovely, drinkable beer. It's obviously not the sourest beer in the world, but that was the catalyst for then trying to explore those styles more.
That's the white can, isn't it? The white one.
Yeah.
It's I've had it. I think I had it at Boxshare. They done a key lime sour as well.
Yeah.
Which was I remember being very good.
Yeah, that was a variation of that.
Yeah, you don't see much of Westbrook. Well, apart from the bombers of the stout Mexican, whatever it is. You don't really see much of them. I don't know what happened or what's changed, or perhaps they're still there. I just haven't seen them. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was it. Because I managed to get a can of it the end of last year. Westbrook Goza. And it was still tasting ridiculously good.
Sorry, yawn. I was not yawning at you. I'm sorry. It's just like, what is the time right now? I have been.
No, I finished. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Fantastic. As long as it didn't interrupt Greg. No, sorry. My morning started at. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what like I've been up for like fucking hell. I can't even calculate the hours anymore. I've been awake for way too long.
Coffee stout time.
Yes.
On the coffee stout.
Dragon soup.
Good idea.
Well, I've got a. No, I shouldn't drink anymore, should I?
Yes, you should.
No, I shouldn't.
Drink lovely.
Get a doodle in you.
Doodle.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if he actually. I love that pipe. I really do. I wonder.
I only recently found it again. That's why I'm having it up.
Wait, are you smoking it though? Are you actually smoking a pipe?
Oh no. As you can see, all this plumage.
No, that's what I was wondering.
It's only.
Just for the fun of it. I do wonder sometimes if Shit for Brains is aware of my channel and that the fact that he's getting ridiculed here as well, and that we all make sexual jokes of doing naughty things with each other, which would upset him very much. I don't think he is actually aware of that, but I don't really care. I am aware, by the way, apparently, without realizing it, that there's via, I was told that there's a Canadian reviewer who knows who I am. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I follow his channel as well. I just never thought that he'd know who I was. So I was like, wow, there's a person in Canada.
Who's that?
God, what's his face again? Lee, I think. Does a lot of stuff.
Oh, Lee Russell.
Yeah. I was like, that's fun. I thought it was cool.
He's
awesome.
awesome.
Like, what? Yeah.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah, cool.
One of the OGs. Hi, Rob.
Hiya, what's your T-shirt?
What?
Where
the hell did Jake go?
It's Trees for G's.
Did I recognise it? It's slowly turning around. Oh, is it Tilquin? Oh, there you go. Fucking hell, he's not fucking around. His merch.
I much prefer Trees for G's.
Trees for G's.
First of all, Jake.
Trees.
Jake is gone. Shoot the Fiver said, there's people actually paying attention to what you have to say, Craig. And I would like to say, yes, we do. Because I sometimes feel Craig is the most interrupted person on BeerTube.
I just walk away.
That's just something I really... Sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
Now we all need to interrupt Craig.
Right.
And
Nothing
I'm sure you made... Oh, jeez. Oh. Shots been fired. Shots been fired. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Joe.
That wasn't... Wow. So anyway...
You lost me. You lost me.
He lost me too.
No, I'm... look, no. So... Yo
Moving
from
on.
Joe's Beer Reviews from Belgium. He's got some beers from He Who Shall Not Be Named at some point. I fucking took off, man. What?
Is that spelled the Dutch way as well?
I think so. It sounds a bit foreign.
Whacking.
Whacking off.
Whacking.
Yeah, I fucked off.
Whacking took.
I don't know, mate. I really don't know.
Like some South African going on there.
Whacking.
No idea what just happened there. Like, whoosh. I've
gone on to that now. It's such a solid
yeah,
bit.
it's nice. It's a nice bit.
Oh, I've not seen that for a while.
I had a couple of cans of it from the old advent calendar. Yeah.
Knew it'd be LIVESTREAM.
I just sneaked off for
I remember liking it quite well.
Irish brewery.
Buried at sea. I think this is like their core range, isn't it? But it's such a solid milk stout. It is really good.
Yeah.
What's the ABV on that bad boy?
I think it's 4.5. 4.5, yeah.
I like that. I can get down with that.
It's essentially alcohol free. It's low ABV.
It's
are you going for the full January, Harry?
I was hoping to. It's not really going to work if people keep talking about beer and I stay on beer streams and stuff like that.
And you got a bottle of dragon soup in your.
I don't want to drink that. That's saved for.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, I'm not going to drink that. I might.
Yeah, but
Do it. 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 Do it.
No, don't bother.
I could do it.
Out to his fucking pig grip pressure.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Beer pressure. Beer pressure.
Weirdly for me,
completely.
huh? I'm just looking at this comment. Weirdly for me, the styles that I've had problems have been Helles and Weiss beers. That's a good one because you've had so many of those commercially available Weiss beers, and you're like, ugh. And then you have like a proper one, like a really good German brewed Weiss beer, and you're like, right, now I get it. Then you get it, and you're like,
yeah. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Don't do
Like,
the shit ones.
People having fun amongst themselves, but yeah, this comment is like it's true because it's people think that this. I think this is one of the reasons. I've said this before. People are all about those overtly sweet, fruit puree added, lactose, vanillaed, New England style IPAs because they drink a few beers, they've had a few tripels, they've had a few dunkels, and then they're all Googling about what is craft beer, and then they find these Facebook groups or they find YouTube channels or whatever. We're the assholes as well. And then they start drinking all these weird beer styles that people review and talk about, and then they start drinking that, and they skip all these important steps, and they get introduced to all these intense, weird, over-the-top flavors. And as soon as they go for something like a proper Helles or a Weiss beer, they're like, "What's this? This is weak. This is soft. This is nothing," and they completely forget.
But I'd say out of all the styles, like weirdly for me was, I really struggled with going back to drinking like session bitters and like stuff like golden ales. Like golden ales, I still find it very hard because a lot of them are just shit.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
And I think that is more the thing. A lot of them are just shit.
Yeah.
But then it's just like bitters. I for a long time I couldn't. I didn't really fully appreciate one, and then I've had one or two great ones last year, and and they got me more interested in actually trying a few. But it tends to be like, well, ESBs can't really care about because they're all taste a bit weird, and generally it's really Fullers that brews them, and that tastes really weird. Tastes like Granny's perfume.
It is aromatic.
It is, yeah, and then but yeah, like it's just bitters in general has always been quite hard to get into. But you just kind of approach it as more like a session the arse out of drink. It's just watery, bittery. It's not even that bitter. A bitter. It's a bit of caramel, a little bit of sweetness, and a little bit of bitterness, but not really bitters. They're not bitter. Yeah,
that's an interesting one.
Like,
are bitters really bitter?
No.
Is it bitter? No.
Well, they're more bitter than milds, which is the two styles you could have got once upon a time.
Bitter,
mild.
Stout.
Yeah.
So Adam's apparently going to do the full Craig. I don't know what a full Craig is, but who wants to give me in?
I only got partially Craig.
I might.
You know what?
You got to flip your mic down, Rob.
He's going to go on 4. He's going to stay up all night. He's going to go on 4 streams. He's going to go for a walk at about 6:30 in the morning.
See a pigeon.
Find a pigeon.
Go and get breakfast.
Go for a breakfast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got beach.
You can have a picnic instead.
Yeah, exactly. In back garden.
That was in the summer, so.
Yeah.
But you never go full Craig. Only Craig can go full Craig.
I don't do full that anymore. So.
No.
It was a memorable night. I remember when you did you went to that that Belgian bar in town.
Yeah.
You've been on with all Canadians all night and stuff, haven't you?
Oh wow.
You did
Go get some
memorable hog.
Pigeons. Record it.
Yeah.
So Adam has a lot of double IPAs in the fridge. Yeah, come on. Sorry about the typos. I have to type with one hand with my 6 weeks old daughter in the other shoulder. Well, first of all, fantastic, but I think...
Wait. What did you call your penis?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think most of us have other reasons to type with one hand, and we've got pretty good at it, but, you've got a good reason there. You've got a good reason. Popular opinions. Today, how the fuck do I...
Yeah, that's a good one.
Trick hair.
Yeah, that's as good as you're going to get.
Fucking Scottish words.
Yeah.
UK, USA, and Canadian streams in one evening. The full Craig. Oh, the full Craig. Yeah, he's done that. I know he's done that. I've heard that he went he was just hopping streams for an entire evening.
Is a live stream tart.
His reputation precedes him.
I do not know. Yeah, I don't know who up the tent is, but he's fucking right. We've got sexy motherfuckers all up in this hizzy.
Chris.
The token American in the Canadian chat.
Chris.
Start discovering craft beers with Belgian beers, Belgian beers, English.
Great channel. Go and check it out.
I will.
Should do.
I shall do so. Scottish Big Blonde discovered Donkerbock, Weissbock. So I think a lot of us went to that. You start with the Belgians, and you go to the stronger Belgians. You go to that entire thing. Usually, though, a lot of people that I know go from the Belgians to the Irish red ales, and then they go to the English stouts. Scottish Big Bombs, discovered Donkerbock. Right now, I've had this. What the fuck is the bottle? Oh god, I've had too much beer tonight. Anyway, the bottle is somewhere over there. The Weissenbock, the Schneiderweiss Vitus. I can drink the most amazing, weird, fucked up imperial stouts with all the adjuncts, and then you get a Vitus, you get shit like that. You get your Aventinus, you get your Corbinian, you get those amazing classic German styles, and I'll just get very fucking happy. So yeah.
oddly, it took me a long time to enjoy traditional British cask ale. I was wanting to it at all. I mean, it was a friend's birthday. They did the kind of the ale trail on the train line. There's between two cities in let's call them cities. In my area, there's a bunch of. If you get on a specific train, you've got like about 8 stops between them. And there's pubs nearby or at the station, and you kind of jump on and off. And it became something horrible, but that was back in its early days, and a bunch of us did that, and that's where I kind of like got my head around cask. But I just want into that kind of stuff, or twiggy fucking British beer.
Yeah. Fuck you, Matt. I wanted to skip that one.
No. Anyway, I actually have to take off, unfortunately. So
That's cool, mate. That's cool, brother. You go.
Yeah, maybe sometime this weekend. I think about jumping on maybe a Sunday early, like 2-3 my time for live.
2-3 our time. That would be about. Yeah, I could do that. It would be like 8-9 for me.
8-9, something like that. So 8-9. So hopefully, you guys have a good night. Good night.
That's a lovely Freudian little. Wait, whose English slipped here, Matt? I'm sorry.
No, see, here's the thing, though. My English is always hot garbage, so you have no excuse. I have the excuse because I speak like dum. So.
Hey, talk later, buddy. At least he didn't end the stream this time. Thank God. Did you guys hear about that? Like, I think Craig, were you in that one?
That was great. That was a great one.
Oh, that was like a week and a half or so ago. I was having an online stream a week or two ago, and Matt was in there. Okay, so here's the thing. Matt, me, a few of the American guys, we share one StreamYard because you get more. Yeah. So usually, if you start the stream, you have the end broadcast button, right? Because we share the same account, he sees that end broadcast thing as well. And it was his entire okay, so I'm going to leave, so I have to press the end broadcast thing. It was my live stream. I started it, and he ended it. We were in the middle of the stream, and it was just fuck off. I was just sitting there for 3 seconds like, what did I do? And Matt just sat there, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. So we just kept it on going for offline for a little bit, but Matt just ended my live stream right there.
I'm going. This fucking stream's over.
Oh yeah, right. Sure, he was watching that. He didn't know that because I actually got several messages through Messenger and WhatsApp going like, "Dude, what happened? What did you do?" I'm like, "Fucking blame the American. Like, blame the American, man. That's what we always do. Something going wrong in the world, blame the American." Yeah, so we did. There we go. Yeah.
Fine.
Ginger ale, smoky ginger ale.
Fuck off! Go drink alcohol, you blooming bastard.
You're doing well, actually. I'm impressed. Don't bounce
Good.
in.
Good.
Yeah, keep going.
No. I've done it for 6 days.
Now I'm having doubts. No, he's doing the dry January.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that in general, but
I just need to have a dry couple of days, and then that's what I need to start off at, and then maybe I can try and do a month.
They just do cold turkey.
Yeah,
there's so little pleasure in life at the moment. I think I kind of
make
don't
it
feel
be
like
less.
I'm taking it away from myself.
Yeah, take it away. Make it be less pleasure, like zero pleasure.
Kind of like puritanical life.
It's like your mind gone like really clear now, Harry. You're like you can see shit and like you can see the Matrix.
I can see the future. It's another shit day without beer.
Only eating dry white toast and no wanking.
That's a really dry January.
Dry,
super dry January. You can only eat Weetabix, no milk.
Yeah.
Mix.
You can, no alcohol, no fornication or touching yourself in any pleasurable way. You got to be as dry as possible. You got to get that spray on shampoo.
You're only allowed tonic water as a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Herbal tea, not coffee.
Yeah.
Purple tea. Sorry, I had to.
Purple drink.
Purple. So Stuart's wondering. He's just thought Matt with one T, by the way. Just so you know, Stuart. Otherwise, he'll have your hide for it.
Matt's
Like
cute.
look at Jake. He's already hiding himself in his hoodie, his shirt. But Matt was God, and we didn't bring in him sacrifices. No, he does work like that. This is true. What a week. Nice to relax and watch you guys. I don't know what kind of way you're relaxing and watching us, but feel free to keep it up. We'll look extra sexy for you. Jesus.
I like Jake's sexy face.
It's my sexy face.
Yeah.
Traumatized, worried.
Look at those ruby cheeks, those like cherry cheeks and Craig.
This is my sex face.
Oh God! Now we just want in the weirdest way possible. I'm curious as to all of you guys' O faces.
I don't know what mine is. I've never looked in a mirror.
No? Wait, am I the only one who does that?
Specifically look at yourself.
What, you guys never sat in front of a mirror and go like
cry.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Weeping.
You don't break contact with your own gaze in the mirror. I bet whatever it is, it's not flattering. Whatever my face is, it's not going to be like sexy, sort of like porn style. It's going to be like,
you just got to go like. Wait. Mostly, what I'm worried about. I've never seen my own O face, but what I'm mostly worried about is I'm going to go like Quasimodo. The bell. Never mind. Anyway, so one style that I still have problems with, sorry for your American guest, but he's gone, is the American IPA, West style or New England style, maybe because there are too many breweries that brew the same fucking beer.
I don't see where your problem is, Severio, I'm afraid. I fucking live for that type of beer. That's my thing. It's my jam. Well, Matt's not here.
I think I'm like sort of in between the both of you. Like I love West Coast style IPAs as long as they're brewed properly. I love New England style IPAs as long as they're brewed properly. But most of them, not most of them, but a big portion of them these days are basically sausage meat.
You're buying the wrong ones, aren't you? Then clearly,
I'm buying all of the right ones, but like I had a crap ton of I shared this in the chat. I had a crap can of Overtone. That thing was which one was it again?
Oh, it was Hedge Trimmer.
It was Hedge Trimmer. I can tell you right now. That one, the can I had was Fubar.
What was wrong with it?
It was oxidized to hell. It already looked. When I poured it, I was like, "This looks just slightly too dark."
It is a little bit dark. It is a little bit dark. But when I had it, I've had it twice.
Just the way when you crack a can, sometimes you can just tell even before you've done anything. You think, that didn't sound right. That's just on a crack of a can. That's
when you have to sort of like drag a can open, when it's like it doesn't just pop.
It just goes.
Yeah,
that's exactly that.
Yeah.
And I think, by the way, the New England styles are very, very susceptible to that. What's that?
Rotation.
Thank you.
Was that your O-face?
Oh God! I really hope there's many people. No.
Oh no! A variation of Roland.
It's Strata.
Oxidation. Thank you. Sorry.
Yes.
I don't-
No, but I mean, just to
I
answer
don't know,
Severio, I'd say that one thing I like the breadth of style within even either of those specific kind of New England or West Coast, and everything in between as well. I love the kind of variety of style. Yeah, I mean, it's hoppy beer for me. That doesn't kind of change.
But maybe
It's like,
is
I
it
don't
about
want every
your-
beer to taste the same. I've
course
got a
not.
certain kind of expected standard, I guess, maybe
that?
preferred standard. But I
But
love
could it be
the
that your palate is susceptible to certain things? Like there are people who say that every stout that I taste is like, yeah, chocolate, coffee, that's it.
Caramel.
Caramel. That's it.
it's blood orange.
So maybe certain palates are just more susceptible to picking up certain variations between hops and whatever, and then that
Mine's
style
very
does-
refined. That's why very
Oh, yeah,
very
Ve-
refined.
you are so
Very extremely acute. I'd like.
It's like a drug sniffing dog. You can just like pick out that.
No, I just asked for
that's like he cracks that can and he's like, that's Simcoe from California. Harvest.
See, I had a really interesting
July
conversation about
2019.
Simcoe's an interesting one. But see, Simcoe's a really interesting. That's it. When you're getting within the kind of like within the fucking spider's web, really. We were chatting with some mates last night, specifically about Simcoe, and like Simcoe back in the day. Shame Matt's not here. Was when I thought of Simcoe, I thought, everybody said cat piss, and I specifically thought of Weyerbacher Double Simcoe as IPA was much lauded from America back in the day, but when you get Simcoe these days, because I think breweries are there's a lot more kind of hand selected hops and stuff, that they Simcoe doesn't taste. I had a Simcoe beer from Trillium, and I was like, "You fucking what? This is Simcoe? Get out of here!" Because it wasn't what you expect from the hop at all, and I think just things have moved on so far that I've got this issue with New England IPA that I think it can be you can lose the intricacies of hops because it just becomes a bit of a melange of the same old. I always say it's essentially if you take all the paints in your paint pot, everything ends up kind of like browny purple. I think New England IPA's got a tendency to do that. No wrong with it, but it is what it is. There's no kind of. I don't think you get a definition. Hop flavor.
I mean, it is like that style of beer is based on that whole biotransformation thing, isn't it? Where the yeast actually interacts with the hops, and it changes it.
For example, Verdun don't do that.
No.
What I think
no,
is
yeah. Well, they don't dry hop, do they? That was that big revelation.
Fucking do.
Oh, if you watch that,
no, it talks about biotransformation.
And because they said like the whole DDH thing is like, oh, we don't dry hop.
Yeah, no, that's the fucking do. No chance.
What
Nothing will rewatch that. Rewatch that. I don't think it's dry hop.
You don't dry hop.
Oh, but what I think a lot of breweries are forgetting is that when it comes to these New England style IPAs, it's not just that they're like we get a certain variety of hops and we chuck in a yeast and that's it, and now it's New England. It's your water treatment. It's when at which temperature. Like the water treatment is a big thing, and at which temperature do you add your hops to the boil and all of those things? It's not just yeast. Yeast is a big thing, but it's such a big real recipe difference, and not just recipe but also style of brewing. And that's what so many of these exactly, that's what many of these breweries are forgetting. They're just like, if we get that verdant or that that New England style yeast, if we get something like that, we're going to be fine. We'll chuck in some hops, we'll add a lot of oats and wheat to it, and there you go, New England style IPA. No, fuck off.
New England yeast is a fucking nightmare to use. It's terrible for picking up oxidation. The verdant one, from what I've heard, is a lot better, a lot more stable, a lot easier to work with. But Yeah, it's too many shit New England IPAs out there.
And I think Thomas is absolutely spot on. I think I think I think there is there. I mean, that's probably what Severio's experience has been. It's people. There is a tendency to like, oh yeah, London Ale free, and chuck a load of Galaxy in it, for example. It's like when you pulled those cans out earlier, like, why is that brewery using Galaxy?
Sorry,
Why don't you
Thomas.
just fucking?
I missed what you said. Sorry, mate.
Oh, what I said is that there's what I said earlier is that there are so many breweries out there that just realize there's a certain like London Ale 3, and for some reason lately I've seen on a lot of cans it says verdant yeast.
Yeah,
whatever that means. They're just taking a specific. Really, he wants to know what I'm saying, and now he fucks off.
I think that's why he did it. I think he wanted to get you back.
Craig,
I fucking
love you. I fucking love you, you beautiful bearded bastard. You are my hero of the evening. Jesus, I love you. Oh, that is like I fucking fell for it. I fucking fell for it, didn't I? Oh. Missed you, buddy. By the way, Craig, just so you know, sent you a message earlier today, just on Messenger, just so you know, okay? Not fucking around here, just so you know. No, it's cool. I just was curious about something, but take your time, okay? Take your time. Yeah.
I heard
Severio saying, if I have to session any beer in this year, choose either a dry stout or some good Helles.
Therein lies another. Is he just trying to like make me get on my fucking soapbox?
Do it.
Is this one of Adam's like fake accounts?
Severio's, yeah.
Concept. Oh, no, I'm not joking. No, the concept of a session. I don't think it exists. I don't think there is such a thing.
Well, I
mean, I don't want to drink the same beer over and over again. I mean, specifically the exact same beer.
You need
you can have a bit of this, and you can drink an Imperial Stout. If you start at 2:00 in the afternoon, probably don't want something that's going to destroy you, like for your first one. But have a couple. You can have something a bit bigger. You can drop off again. Have something a bit more experimental a bit later on. Drop back onto your kind of like regular stuff. Go for something a bit nuts later on. I mean, I think it's all the fun of the fair, really, isn't it? I mean, you can't. I don't. The idea, I think, it's joyless. Is the idea of going in a pub? Oh, I'll have another pint of that place. Oh, another pint of that. Another pint of that. I think what we enjoy, and everybody who's watching Thomas's channel, is like, it's not about that, is it? It's about the kind of the enjoyment of beer, and beer comes in various shapes and sizes, and so why not enjoy everything? So I've got an issue with the concept of something that's sessionable, because Harry session, and I've got a mate who will fucking put it away. He can drink an Imperial Stout all day, and he'll be fine.
Hell yeah, every day. I mean, that's the only reason when I think of a session is when I go review. Most of my reviews are done on a Saturday and Sunday afternoon, because I've better lighting, and that's when I'm home, especially during lockdown. I've got fuck all to do, and I'll sort of plan, like, if I have mystery beers, I'll start with a mystery beer. That's a trick I learned from Matt. Matt, like, your palate is fresh. I'll start with a mystery beer. If it's a 12% ABV Imperial Stout, I'm happy. I'm also a bit fucked because there goes my session. But other than that, if I plan it, I'll start with something crisp and light, because that helps. I'll go for something maybe IPA-ish, and if I want a third beer, I'll go for like an Imperial Stout. But that's because I have to review, and it helps with the palate. If I'm just drinking, fuck it. If I feel like an Imperial Stout, I'll go for an Imperial Stout. If I want a 3% session IPA, go for a 3% session IPA. It's about what do I feel like drinking right now, and that is my sessionable beer.
That is the beer I'm drinking within the session. is whatever is the session
I
beer.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
There's got to be
like
ups and
say,
downs. There's got to be
Yeah,
peaks and valleys.
I like the sessions
Yeah,
where
do
you get a little bit pissed, and then you realise this, and you feel it, and then you kind of sober up.
Nurse
But then
something
you're not really
for a
that
while.
sober. You just drink, yeah, you're nursing it, and then you start to get progressively pissed again, and then it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter because it's evening time now.
Eventually,
Keep
it doesn't
on
matter.
See,
It
this
just doesn't matter. You wake up the next day and you feel shit, so you have a pint of punk and a spoon's breakfast, and you carry on with your day.
Well, I think
There's
a beer that I've sessioned, and one. I mean, I'm not showing off. It's just that I don't drink the same beer back to back very often. It was in Copenhagen after the second day of beer celebration, which our session started at 9:15 in the morning. And we get kicked out. We kicked out at 2:00. We ended up at War Pigs, and we were drinking Tired Hands Alien Church, which is like a 6-7% IPA. But we had multiple. I mean, and it's not a British pie. It's that kind of like weird, kind of in betweeny kind of measure. We were just a bunch of friends. We'd all been at the same festival. Good time. Couple of fucking big glasses of that. Ooh. That I sessioned in a traditional sense that beer, and I didn't finish drinking until 2:30 the following morning. And I've never been quite as hungover in my entire life. But and at some point I went and had a pork sandwich from a lovely kind of like Chinese place, and at some point I went and drank a full fucking glass of Fafoon at the Mikla's sour kind of bar and stuff. So therefore, that session started at 9:15 in the morning with a peanut butter and jelly mead, because I was shaking from the previous day, and I got a hot dog. And your mate were like, "Oh, what, can I get you something?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And you're like, "I'll so like I'll get you the most kind of strongest, sweetest thing I can find." And he came back with a peanut butter and jelly mead.
we have all had
Hour
that
and a half in, I was back on my feet, and there is evidence of that on Master of Puppets channel of me in that very
you
day.
need to send me that because I want to see that. Like,
I want to do that festival. I want to do that festival. It will kill me.
Oh yeah,
it sounds like amazing, because I reckon we've all had that day. We've all had that morning when we woke up. Like we went to bed at maybe like 4, and then we wake up like 4 hours later, and we're all like still intoxicated. No, we're still intoxicated. Basically, we're still drunk. And then like an hour and a half in, you get that what Rob said, that and you eat something fatty, and you get some alcohol in there, and you know it's not the right thing to do. Like it's really bad for your body. But
the only
it's
thing
the
to
right
do.
thing to do. It's the exactly. It's not the
Yes.
and then there you go, and that's day number 2, people.
Yeah, that's what happened at the first Hop City that me and Craig went to. The second day of that, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this day. But there was like an Indian street food van, and I got like ridiculously hot because mine is like spice more than like fat. If I get something spicy, it'll just clear me out, and like I'm good to go. And I was like, oh, can you put extra chilies on it? And he was like sprinkling the chilies on this, like it was like an Indian style taco, I suppose, the easiest way to describe it.
I remember it well.
And then me and Craig were like, okay, so first beer. Oh, Cloudwater's got a lager on, so we went and got that, but it was like this big 7% double dry hop lager or something like that. And we're like, oh, it wasn't quite the crisp sort of like 4% lager we were looking for. but it worked.
ABV.
We didn't know.
We didn't look at the ABV. We just got it, and then we was looking through. Oh, where is it? And there's fuck, it's 9%.
Yeah,
first beer of the day.
Imperial lager, because we saw the word lager. We're like, let's get the lager. Let's get it's a lager. Knock it back, and then we're good to go.
Yeah,
but
a water malt liquor. Yeah.
I remember the last beer festival that I went to. That was before the lockdown, and I remember sitting there going like, okay, I want to start off. It was Bordef's at the Molen in the Netherlands here. So I figured if I'm going to start off Bordef's, I'm going to start it off with the Molen beer. So I went off to their, tap area. I figured, let's go for something easy, sessionable, session ale, something that's going to make me go like, okay, let's start this festival off easy. Remember walking up to the stand, that they had this double ice-boxed barrel-aged imperial stout that came in at like 24% ABV. And I realized, you know what, there's a good chance that this is going to be sold out in an hour.
Go on, man.
Go on, mate. We'll have one. And that's how I started off the festival. And that was one festival filled with barley wines, triple IPAs, barrel-aged stouts, fucking quadruples, whatever it was. I think the lowest ABV beer I had was 7.5%, 8%. Yeah. That was just straight on. I remember I got the next morning, I remember waking up, not realizing that I was sleeping. I remember that I was going to sleep at somebody else's place, but I forgot. So I remember waking up thinking, where the fuck am I? And about an hour after being awake, I got these messages in through WhatsApp with videos of me singing.
Of course.
Backstreet Boys and whatever.
Brilliant.
And the only thing is, I was like, I don't remember when did this happen? And I remember apping the guy who sent it to me, like, who filmed this? And after about 5 minutes, I got a reply back. I think it was me, which basically tells you all you need to know about how awesome that festival was.
Yeah. It's got to be done.
Oh yeah. Oh. We got some more comments coming in, by the way. So Shoot's going like, so what are you saying, Thomas? Fuck you, Shoot, and fuck you, Craig. Second that, Rob. Yeah. Everybody seconds Rob. When I speak to having a session beer, I mean when I'm with my friends in some pubs, speaking about everything, having some fun. I would not have any experimental beer or something similar. Okay, yeah, okay. So,
I know you'd have to think about it. You just enjoy it. Enjoy whatever it is. I think that's the thing.
It's the thing I used to, especially like very early on. I'd try and get something different every time. Every drink that I had, I'd try and get something different. Whereas now, I'm more inclined. If I enjoyed it, I'd get it again. I wouldn't necessarily have 3 or 4, but I might get it again if I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I see what Saverio means. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
There are moments. Yeah, like when I'm in a pub and I'm with friends and mates. I mean, it's a weird example to name this one, but let's say I'm in a pub with friends and they've got things like Leffe Blonde and Punk IPA, and you just want to fuck around, you want to drink beer, and you want to have loads of fun.
Else.
No, but I'm just saying as an example, I can understand that you're thinking like, let's just drink Punk IPA all day and whatever, But then again, I've had moments where I was looking at my stash and I've had this big-assed 13% Imperial Stout that was barrel-aged. And part of me thinks like, I should savor this for a moment where I can really appreciate it and I can go into all the nuances, or I should review it because of whatever. And then I'll just think, you know what, fuck it. Crack the can, pour it, drink it, whatever. Have fun with it. Just enjoy it. Like we are all enjoying Harry's wonderful hairstyle right now.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Then that's yeah, but then it's a session ale, right? Because you're drinking it and you're having fun and you're just enjoying whatever you're tasting and not being too...
No, it's not. I don't think, knowing that, even in the broader sense, I don't think it's about that. I think it's just like what you want and where you want it. I don't think you should do something like...
Yeah.
Ian and I were chatting the other day.
I'm going to skedaddle, but...
Okay.
Love you, Rob.
Ian from Wild Weather and I were chatting the other day, and some ladies came past and they were like, "Oh, that's a bit. Oh, we had this beer the other day. It was 6.5%. It's a bit strong." And we were like, "No, it's session." I think Ian was like, "Oh, it's sessionable." And then Ian said something which I always say, and I was like, "I like you." He was basically just said, "Well, session can be as long or as short as what you want it to be."
Yeah,
but I prefer the all day ones. The all day ones when you drink into little 14% something all day long. That's my ones.
And basically, by the way, Saverio, it's not like we don't agree with you. It's not like, but the thing is, session ale, you make some good points. You really do make very good points, and I agree with you. There are moments where I'll just sit in a pub and I'll just drink easygoing, quick lagers, simple IPAs. And with a simple IPA, I know some people are going like, but it's Brewdog. Sorry, Punk IPA is like a simple IPA, but it has flavor. It has some alcohol in it, and it's sessionable, and it's not that boring in that environment. But at the end of the day, whatever you're drinking in your comfortable environment, that makes you go like, I will have 2 or 3 of these, whether it be a 4% session lager or 14% barrel-aged imperial stout, whatever makes you feel, I want 3 of these right now. That's just session ale.
Well, and also there is certain times, certain contexts where so if like I go to my granddad's social club with my granddad, like I'll fucking drinking IPA with my granddad. I'm not gonna. There's not gonna be anything else there to drink, so I'm gonna have to drink that shit. But it's just nice to have a pint with my granddad.
Right.
So there's context.
Yeah.
As well, isn't there? It's where you are, who you're with, what you want to do.
Exactly. Like my dad, for example, I don't really drink Leffe. I'm not a Leffe fan. And my dad, every now and then, when there's a birthday party and we're at their house, at their place, he'll go like, yeah, I bought some nice beers because I know you like special beers. And he will have Leffe Triple. And we'll both crack one open and we'll enjoy Leffe Triple together. And that's me and my dad enjoying a beer. And I'm like, this is one of the nicest beers I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Context is everything, isn't it?
Context is everything. Boards, yeah, man. I hope we're gonna have one in 221 shoot, and we'll definitely drink a pint or 2 together. I knew.
Hey,
wait. What the hell? Hi. Look at these beautiful bastards jumping in, going like, hello, flexing.
Oh.
What the motherfucker hell?
What you drinking?
we have some Bourbon County barley wine from 2017.
Oof.
It didn't hold up as good as you would expect, unfortunately. It's good, but it's like I think it was better when it was fresh. So it is what it is.
Still a barley wine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still barley wine.
So what's going on?
Very nice.
We saw you guys were streaming, and we're like, and we just finished reviewing this. And we're like, let's just drop in.
Look at these guys. I was so proud that yesterday I got my normal Bourbon County in for 2020, and that's them.
Yeah, I've got mine. I've got one.
I probably have in my basement 24 bottles of Bourbon County, different versions.
Nice.
Mike's blood type is Bourbon County.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye, Davo. Brett Munsley asked before, will 2021 be the year of the Black IPA? And he asked that because he had this comment. Interestingly, Ebria are reporting there's been more Black IPAs released in the last 3 months than in the last 3 years. Will 2021 be the year of the Black IPA? What do you guys think?
In the UK, there's been people knocking them out for some reason. I don't know. I think a lot of it. There's a brewery over here called Elusive Brew, and they ran this whole like Bipper comeback. They called it. So I don't know if that's the reason, and people just want to.
Yeah, I don't see it much here. Like, well, there's only one brewery, and it's Trillium that does a Black IPA every year around Halloween. But other than that, like, it's not. Like Heavy Seas. Oh no, is it Heavy Seas? Like they're a U.S. brewery. They do like a heavy cannon, pirate cannon. It's the pirate logo, Mike. If anyone that knows Heavy Seas, but they do one. But other than that, I don't really think we see that much over here, at least.
We had someone last year.
Oh, they did. Oh, well then. Oh, they did. You're right. Yeah, because remember I could. Yeah.
So then the question would be, considering how all of this goes, how many Black IPAs did you guys have in 2019, 2020? Because usually we lack we lag a bit when it comes to the United States craft beer scene.
I've had maybe 2 or 3.
I had one. It was Trillium's. It was black metal.
Okay, so basically we're the OGs when it comes to black IPAs, guys.
Yeah.
The Netherlands has definitely been having them.
Now, what do you guys get? Like how are they like? Is it? It's more because when I get a black IPA, it's more just like a kind of a really roasty. It's not even. I don't even know. It's just a hoppy, roasty stout, in my opinion. Sometimes, like, or at least that's how the ones over here are brewed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, because that's because the name itself, black IPA, sort of doesn't really work. Yeah, so it's like
exactly.
the Cascadian Dark Ale and East India Porter and all this sort of stuff, like a hop, essentially, like you said, like a hoppy porter, hoppy stout.
Yeah,
which is really what they are.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
So this is interesting. We had you guys know Remy? Biggie Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had this. He had a stout brewed in his name with his face on the label and everything, and they called it Coffee Boker, which is basically a coffee hitter. So it was like supposed to, because he has this phrase "coffee mensen," coffee people. I'll explain it at some point. Anyway, so it was supposed to be this big coffee imperial stout, and I remember drinking it 4 to 6 weeks in terms of freshness, and I reviewed it together with James, and I think it's on his channel, and we were both like drinking this beer and being completely surprised by this, as we called it, an imperial black IPA, because it was so incredibly hoppy. You just got this idea you were drinking this, exactly like Sean just said, this incredibly hoppy, roasty, toasty black beer stout thing. And I love a black IPA. I love how they taste. I love the flavor. I love the nuances. I love it all. But I think it's a style that basically just went from, we brewed a slightly hoppier porter stout.
No. Just no.
I don't know. That's just how it comes across to me sometimes. Like, we need to sell it. Let's call it a black IPA.
Because I tend to find like a porter or a stout can be quite roasty, and a lot of black IPAs are considerably less roasty. You just got to watch as a brewer. You just got to watch about the roasting what you put in, because otherwise you can fuck up a black IPA, which is what most of them taste like. Fucked up IPA, fucked up porters and stuff, shit like that. But yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. Coffee's gross.
Coffee is nectar.
If this was my stream, you'd just be banned.
Coffee is the nectar of the gods. It's as simple as that. I
disagree. That's barley wine, buddy.
Barley wine is life. Coffee.
I'm gonna have to shoot off Thomas and everyone.
That's all right, mate. I think we're looking at the time, by the way. We might want to end this one soon, by the way, because I wasn't even aware that it was quite late.
Yeah, you guys have been on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could go on for a little bit longer. I'd probably have to get more beer, though.
What time is it there? 6 hours ahead?
It's just past midnight.
Yeah, 12:13.
Yeah, 12:13. Good for you. You can do math.
Well, 6 + 6 is 12, so it was easy.
I went to high school with Sean. I would not give him that much credit.
Thanks.
I love these two together. These two together are fantastic. These two are amazing. Oh God, I miss you guys. It's been a while. We still need to do that. Maya Stefana Hefeweizen together.
Yes.
I'll track down a bottle this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna track down a bottle this weekend, and we'll make it happen.
Definitely.
We need to film that. Yeah. Dark Side of the Moob. Moob is a man boob. I've got.
Yeah,
boobs.
you should see the can art if you haven't seen the can art for that range of beers. Dark Side of the Moob. There.
I'm gonna Google it.
Great.
So yeah, but now I feel tempted to show off my moves. Everybody, should we all show our moves?
A collective move showing.
Yeah, that would be fun. Sorry. When is Sean's beard coming off?
When's my beard coming off?
Yeah.
Oh, never.
I mean, at least Mike's finally growing back in, but no, your beard should never come off.
My wife
I grab Mike.
Kill me. I have toyed with the idea though, just because my 6-year-old has never seen me without a beard, so I've been debating like just shaving it one day and see how she reacts, just to film a reaction video.
You should. Okay, so the first picture ever of my sister as a newborn with my father. My sister is older, by the way. Yeah, he had a beard. So she only ever knew it. This was like 30 years ago now. She only ever knew him with a beard. He shaved his beard off. I was already freaked out, but I know it was going to happen. We were all standing together at some point, and my dad was standing right next to my sister, and she wasn't aware that he shaved his beard off. She was like, saw me and saw my little brother, saw my mother a little bit further away talking with her husband. And she just asked me, "Where's Dad?" And I said, "Right next to you." She looked him in the eyes and went like, "Where?" She did not recognize her own father without a beard.
And wait, and how old was she when this happened?
She was 19 or 20 at the point. So she had only ever, for like 20 years, this was like 30 years ago. She had only ever known him with a beard. So she was like, "Where?" And she looked him straight in the face and looked on, "Where?"
That's amazing.
It was fucked off. It was amazing.
There's a video online of like someone with like, I think the baby was like a year and a half, something like that. And like the dad was holding her when he had his beard, and then he gave the baby to the mom and then shaved and came back and they handed the baby back to him, and the baby just started wailing.
Oh yeah. It's fantastic. I once shaved my beard off with my ex-girlfriend, and she just looked at me and was like, so no, beard is going to stay. Beard is going to stay. I am a bearded man. Coffee is a part of your stouts. Good stouts have coffee. Lee says, "I reviewed a coffee stout last Wednesday. I saw that, by the way. For somebody who does not like coffee, I appreciate the fact that she appreciated it as a coffee stout.
Nice.
So good on you. Good on you. Coffee beans are actually wink. And roasted malts do give a little coffee roast. Yeah, depending on how the roasted malts, they give the coffee flavor. Absolutely. Sure. Mike did it. Your turn, Sean.
Ball's in my corner, I guess.
There you go.
Is, I shave every few months, and whenever I do, someone acts like it's the first time it's ever happened.
Because you just don't tell anyone, and then like you show up on a stream and look, Jesus.
The last time I shaved, I walked out in the living room, and my dog didn't recognize me. He was just like terrified. And when he heard my voice, then it was fine. But at first, he was just like, "What the fuck? Where'd this stranger come from?" Because he doesn't handle strangers that well. Because we got him, and the pandemic happened like 8 minutes later. So we haven't really had anyone in the house really ever, you know. So he was like, "What the fuck?" Like you see like panic in his face, and I was like, "Hey, puppy." He's just like,
I'm gonna see if I can. Oh yeah, without a beard, people look weird. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of myself without a beard. Oh, it's
I definitely have a few.
It's horrid. It's horrid. I look absolutely weird without a beard. So let's see if I can.
I think someone
find one.
Has a picture of me and Sean when we were like 21 on a beach, shirtless, and he didn't have a beard.
Not. But see, the problem was everyone said when I shaved when I was younger, I just looked like a little boy. But if I shave now, I'm just gonna look like an old man. So I don't know.
I'm just trying to find the right one right now.
What one where you're not naked?
Why don't you just share? Just share it all. I was gonna say.
Can you see something right now?
I can see the resemblance, but honestly, if I passed you on the street, I probably would not recognize you.
No, but you can see what I'm showing you guys, right?
Yeah.
There it is. So
you look chiseled there. You got to be able
exactly.
to
This was at a point where I lost so much weight that I was actually like severely underweight. But that one that was me with very short hair and no beard. And I kind of like myself a little bit better these days, but there you go. I'm laughing at myself right now. I like the shirt though. So there we go. I'm gonna close this tab. Everyone should be afraid of a ginger beard. Well, we're afraid of Sean, but that's for completely different reasons.
Give it 10 years and it'll just be gray. They're starting to sprout out everywhere.
Joe's saying coffee vanilla stouts are nice. I think they can work.
Yep.
Lisa's yes to beards. Well, we're looking at everybody on the screen right now, and even though Craig is gone, we all have beards. So Lisa's I didn't like it. Oh yeah, about the beer she reviewed, didn't like it. Style was pretty spot on. See, that's yeah. If you don't like a certain beer, but it works in the style, I think that sucks.
Well, that's a good review as well, because it's not just I don't like this, so it's shit.
Yeah,
it's not my it's not my thing, but I can tell it's good. That's a good review.
Exactly.
Not like Untapped, like half a star. I don't like sours.
Well, like that. Like at least appreciate it for what it is. Mike, according to Stuart, you just compared your dog to my sister.
Wow. Yep.
I'll tell her. You look totally different there. I do look totally different there, and I'm still not proud of what I looked like back then, but whatever. What are the adjuncts you dislike? Oh, man. How about we end the stream on this one? Because
that's a good question,
yeah. I like that one. So, Sean, you first?
No, you're the host.
I'm the host. So, so here's the funny thing. I am a chili slut. I love chilies. I love everything that's hot and spicy and everything that burns my mouth and makes my stomach hurt for like an hour and makes me sweat and whatever. I am into it. I love it. I am not into chili beers.
Same.
Yeah. Same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. I've never had one where I want to have another, or maybe Stone Chocovesa from a few years back, but it's very sort of mild sort of chili. It's not like a chili forward beer.
Yeah, it's not like habanero sculpin where you just want to kill yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
Your mouth just tastes like ass.
Yeah.
I'm the Chocovesa. I reviewed a recent version a few weeks ago, and it had like that sort of chili thing going on, but it had the chili thing where it gives you that sort of earthy, soft heat. You know what I'm saying? Not the actual chili attack. And then I can appreciate it. But other than that, it just overpowers and it takes away from the rest of the beer. I still appreciate the heat that's going on because I love the heat, but not the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that picture. Was that the night I was super messed up before?
Oh my God!
I remember that night. Yeah. That was ridiculous.
That's what I was talking about, but that's one I find.
I'd have to agree with the chili though. If it's super chili, no. If it's like I don't mind like Chocovesa or like just like a regular Mexican horchata stout. Like if the chili's not too much, fine. But like if it's like overbearing, I'm not a fan of it. But it's probably my least favorite adjunct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember cracking open this. It was like a 13% imperial stout from a brewery from Manchester called Wonder Beyond, and the first sip, it was like this glorious, really chocolatey, thick stout, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And I brought it to a bottle share, and then you got to like the second and third sip, and the heat just started to build, and it was the most intense heat. Oh, that's a photo.
Oh, there it is.
That's a photo right there. But yeah, the heat just started to build and build and build, and it was undrinkable. And it was like a really expensive can of beer. It was like sort of a £9 can of beer, and but from the first sip, it was like, yeah, this is gonna be good, and then it just really.
Dropped
the
off.
Chili. I've never had I've had BrewDog's stupid chili beers, and they were hot, but like this was just another level where you had to like drink milk after it because it was that chili forward.
Yeah, I remember. Because Stone also did a bunch of like Crime and Punishment or Crime and Punishment, and those were just not even fun. Like they were just brutal and just like I don't understand how anyone could want to drink those. Like I don't understand. Like they have to have somebody that likes them because there's like people keep making them, right? And people keep buying them, so somebody must like them. But like, yeah, I don't know. But Thomas, like you said too, like I like spicy food too, but like beer, nah.
No, that's the thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to. I have this what's it called? Carolina Reaper. It's in the freezer right now. Maybe I'll do it. I'll do it this weekend. Maybe I should do that challenge.
The Reaper pepper.
Yeah, the chili.
So I bought Mike and my wife, not myself, both for Christmas. I bought them the one chip challenge because I like to watch them suffer and not me. I'm not going to touch that thing.
You shouldn't. I'm curious about it, but yeah, I'm going to do that thing.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it on video?
Of course, I'm going to film. Well, not for the channel. I'm going to probably put it on my
personal,
on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Not just on Facebook. Like you guys can see it there. You can
stream it. Oh, we should live stream. We'll do it all together. Well, I won't do it, but you do the pepper, and then they'll do the chips.
Go for it. I'm all for it. I'm gonna do the fuck. I want to do it. But I need to get I keep forgetting to buy. I need like the gallon of milk.
Oh yeah.
And not just because of your mouth, but for your stomach. A lot of people don't do it, and then they have that stomach ache for like hours. But when all the milk in your stomach also make sure everything. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly go through some comments. Just because you didn't have the Verde Imperial Ducato, it's awesome. Okay, now I'm talking about that's like a chili stout, probably. I'm curious. From Birrifici. Okay, I'll look that one up. Curious. I'm going to try it. Is tonka beans a turn on off to you? Tonka beans I like.
Yeah, I like.
What are tonka beans?
Depending on how much
vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Vanilla-ish vibe to them, vanilla chocolatey. They're actually illegal in the States.
Oh, that must be why I never heard of it. I gotta Google it now. Why are they illegal?
I don't know why they're illegal. There's some reason why they're illegal in the States.
Why is what? Why?
I don't know. I know that they are. I don't know why.
An ingredient so good it has to be illegal. A wrinkle lagoon. What?
I don't know.
What is it? Mike, have you heard of it?
Never.
Tonka beans. It's sort of like a bean that does like a vanilla. It's like sort of like a vanilla allspice, cinnamon-ish, and depending on how you use it, and maybe varieties of like locale, like terroir, that kind of thing. It varies a little bit, but yeah, it's nice. It can be nice as long as it's used properly. And if it's used just a little bit too much, it just overpowers and you don't drink a beer anymore. You're just having tonka beans.
Yeah, it says it could have like toxic effects if you eat like way too much. So
yeah, but it says like nutmeg. Yeah, like nutmeg actually poison.
Yeah.
Beeromaniac, speaking of adjuncts, the Omnipolo Bianca Noah Pika Mudcake. See, fuck that shit anyway. That's not even a ghost anymore.
Yeah, thanks, Omnipolo.
OnlyFans eating spicy chips. I'm gonna do it. I need to make some money anyway. I need some extra money, so I'll do an OnlyFans with eating spicy chips. I'll do an OnlyFans for him eating all the spicy shit, but I'll do it shirtless. You know, you can see the sweat dripping everywhere.
And then if you hit a certain goal, you shave live on the stream.
What? The beard?
Your balls.
Yeah,
or just like
a complete head to toe.
Complete head to toe. I might piss off one or two people.
Eyebrows, everything. Eyebrows got to go.
I'll do it all. I'll do it all for the money. I'm a money. Yeah, I'll do it for the money maker. Milk doesn't come in jugs. It comes in bags. No. Canada, no. Go back home, Canada. No. No. Milk comes in jugs or in cartons, not in bags. No. We have spoken. Yeah, no, I don't like those. Oh, sorry, I don't like stouts with marshmallow. Do you guys?
You don't?
No.
If it's done right. But sometimes marshmallow doesn't even come through. Sometimes you just get kind of vanilla and sugary sweetness.
Yeah, sometimes they put marshmallow on it, but it's not actually marshmallow that's in it. They use marshmallow in the name, but it's like they've just used vanilla and lactose.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's a criminal amount of lactose. It ends up being like sickly sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, because lactose is a funny. Yeah, lactose is a funny one. Like
lactose. No. Sorry, no lactose. That's no. Tonka beans are a bit toxic when overdone, I suppose. Yeah, well, So is what is that?
What is that can art? Is that Back to the Future or something?
You ran a time machine out of a car.
Very
A DeLorean.
Pretty good. Double IPA.
Well, actually, Craig.
Sorry?
Does the very mean double dry hopped? Is it what is it, an IPA or a?
No, it's very naughty luggage. It's they done a beer called Naughty Luggage, and this is the double IPA version of it.
Oh, nice.
Just done a little review. They're out of Nottingham here in the UK, in the Midlands. 8.2%. Loads of citrus, Simcoe, and mosaic. Barley, oats, wheats, wheat and hops. But yeah, pretty barnstorming beer, to be fair.
Nice.
One of the best beers left for quite a while. Really good.
The Craig stamp of approval.
Well, I was picking up on the review. I thought, this has got that real kind of jamminess going on. That kind of West Coast jam, that apricot jam kind of sweetness going on. That kind of deal. And what's going on with this then? But still New England as well. But interestingly, it had 64 IBUs in it. Which, for a New England style IPA, seems a bit high. But you're not getting it. Don't get me wrong. You're not getting the IBUs in it. But perhaps that leads into that flavour profile rather than a bitterness profile. I don't know. But what a lovely beer! Wow.
Nice.
Sounds good to me.
Thomas, he's talking about your balls.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Wait, which balls? No, I'm not going to go that far. This isn't OnlyFans just yet.
He's talking about your Tonka beans.
Oh, my Tonka beans. My Tonka beans bring all the girls to the yard. Wow, that was bad. That was really bad. Oh my God, no, I'm not going to. Yo. Guys, I'm just saying it's there's either one of two things is going to happen. So either I'm just going to crack open another beer and we're going to keep going for a little while, or if the rest of you guys are like, I kind of want to finish this off, then I'm just going to finish this off.
Well, I've just opened a beer, so that's my answer.
Jake?
If you're opening one, Thomas, I'll open one.
Sean, Mike, you guys are still drinking. You're alcoholics anyway.
Wow. That's mental.
And it's what? Yeah, and it's 6:30. So.
There you go.
This, I will tell you, is my first beer since last Friday.
I was going to say
pretty much the same.
too, but I had a 2.8%. Oh, no, last Friday. No. I had beer on the weekend. Never mind.
Same as me. Last Saturday, I haven't had a beer since last Saturday. I've had 3 now, which is I'm happy about.
Well, this is a 14.5% barley wine, so this is like that's times 3.
That just explode into your mouth?
You're on the same level. Yeah.
You took it like a proton.
I'm very pleased. I got a couple this year because I've not had this. It's only the stand. I mean,
sorry.
This is the only version we get here in the UK, which I'm very, with the fact we get it at all is, pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
And I've never had it before. For about 6 or 7 years, I've wanted to try this. The price point has always put me off, but obviously it was such a bit of a wank year last year, so I thought, fuck it, I'm buying 2. So,
yeah. What does it cost over there?
Kind of one of them dudes. Well, it's a bit pricey. It's 20 quid each per bottle, £20 per bottle. So you talk this pricey. $25 a bottle, you'd probably get it a lot cheaper, like $10 cheaper. But
yeah. I think we
that's
like
usually what the variants go for. Yeah. Some places it's weird. Like some place you get it for $12, some place you get it for $15. But given that it's
even last year, even last year I can get to 10, and this year it went up. I see it cheaper than like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, but and that's what's put me off for so long. I thought, but and I just like, yeah, bollocks. Let's get to.
I think that the British pound is a little higher than that. I would. What do you say? Isn't it like 50% higher than our American dollar right now?
So yeah, 20 pounds to dollars is $27.
Yeah,
27. There you go. It was just a rough guess. But yeah.
No, that was a good rough guess.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot for that beer. I mean, I like it, but 27, I wouldn't pay. I mean, well, you do you.
No,
but
no. I mean,
but think about it this way: if you weren't living in the United States, and this beer was like one of the most hyped stouts, right? Like at that point, it's and the good thing is, Craig, this is like probably one of the best variants, and not the best variant, one of the best vintages in years. Like 2018 was really good, 2019, but 2020 is like it's probably the best bourbon county of the year, next to the wheat wine that they did. Like all the variants we've had so far, the base has been better. It's really, really good.
wow, right. Well, that's good news because it's the first ones I've ever bought. So
it's very good.
Had it before.
So first of all, apparently I'm supposed to suck it like I mean it, but I also just got a private message from somebody who was watching this.
I was gonna say, what did you just shove in your mouth? Or what
that was actually apparently that was the OnlyFans shot. Apparently,
yeah, I took a mental screenshot for later. So wait, what are you drinking?
This is it's an oyster stout, but the thing is, I've Googled it. There's no actual oysters in it. There's things like what's it called?
Salt water.
God, I'm trying to look at the ingredients here. Where are they?
Hot garbage.
Yeah, that too. No, things like not seaweed, but think of like seaweed. You know, salty, weedy stuff from the ocean.
From the ocean. Yeah.
This is like my whatever beer of the evening. Shitty stuff from. I don't know I'm Dutch. I don't know the English translation. Let me look it up. So they call it sea kraal. I'm gonna go for it. Sea kraal.
Sea kraal.
Engels.
Is it coral?
Samphire?
Yeah.
Samphire?
Samphire.
Yeah.
Samphire's a chalk. Samphire's an edible plant. It's not nothing to do with it. Although it likes salt air. And it's also it grows on chalk cliff faces. Samphire.
And the other one is sea lavender. Now the thing is, usually when you have an oyster stout, it's actually brewed with oysters. That's the idea. So this one isn't brewed.
My local brewery does an oyster stout. Is actually with oysters. So, whenever we meet up, I'll grab a bunch, and
I'd love it.
I think it's like 6.2%. It's nothing crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember drinking that when I lived down in Kent.
It's called Black Pearl Oyster Stout. Yeah.
I'm trying to think the last time I had an oyster stout.
Yeah, you don't see any, even over here. You don't, But yeah, I'll get some of them, and it's one of their core range beers as well. So.
Because even Shepherd Neame used to brew an oyster stout, didn't they?
I don't know. I can't remember it, but Shepherd Neame.
The biggest reason I'm a bit disappointed now is because I bought this because I figured it's an oyster stout, and I like an oyster stout. Do you guys know the history between behind the oyster stout? Why it was, where it comes from?
I don't.
No, so in the olden days, stouts were like what everybody drank, right? This was like the porters, the stout. This is what the lower ABV ones. This is what all those worker class people. That's what they drank. Back in the day, like in the old 1800s and everything, oysters were basically poor man's food. They were available everywhere. They were cheap as fuck. So every little pub had oysters to eat. And they were like, okay, what can we drink? Stout. What can we eat? Oysters. Turns out they work well together. So the entire idea of going for stouts and oysters or oysters and stouts, that became a thing. So you ordered stouts and oysters to eat with them. The brewers at some point figured, why don't we just brew the beer and chuck the oysters in for lagering? And after a while, they just chucked it in during the brewing process. And that's where the entire oyster stout came from.
I like to imagine the brewer was like eating an oyster over the top of like the mash tun or something, and it dropped in. It's like, oh fuck, oyster stout.
Yep. Oh great. What's that? Jesus, where are you finding these?
That was when we were up in Hampton when I came home on leave.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I have a bunch of weird reviews, so I'll go crazy if you want.
Go for it. Always go crazy.
Yeah, I can't think of I probably haven't had an oyster stout in over a year and a half.
Orange oysters are different.
I need to get some more now that you're reminding me of that. I'll have to do a re-review because I've done a review of it. Oh God, 5 years, 6 years ago now. I think it was in my first like 20 or 30 reviews from the brewery. So that was a baby pallet back then, in comparison to now. So I need to get it again and do another, a pensioner's palate, if you like, and give it, see what that's about.
Pensioners palate. Because Kent is oyster country in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like all of the oysters come from.
Yeah,
they have a massive festival.
Yeah, every year, every in the summer. Very traditional, kind of local kind of thing. Probably a bit like Cromer. I think Cromer has the same kind of thing up in North Norfolk. But yeah, very. I mean, wherever you are, I mean, you've got traditional festivals going on. Whatever it is, really that I've not heard about. Wherever you are, it just happens to be.
Well, there's like a whole ceremony, isn't there? There's like a whole opening ceremony, and the mayor goes down to the sea and they like bless the water and stuff. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's proper pagan crap.
Yeah,
and all that bollocks. But because I've been doing it.
It's good. I've been a few times to it. It's fun. I remember getting absolutely hammered on just rosé wine.
Yeah,
like eating festivals and just drinking like rosé wine from the bottle.
I mean,
wow, that could be the
once
picture for our like Tinder Grinder page.
Please, I'll have a threesome with the two of you right now.
Oh crap! Why are you pulling these up?
How long ago was?
Like, oh, awesome! Wow. I'll do it. Like the three of us, we need this. Like a.
You've known each other a long time.
Yeah, but I also have nice pictures. I have nice pictures like that.
Oh, thanks. Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
There's no pictures of me like that, though.
That's better.
It's me and dudes. It's weird.
Oh my God, you guys are amazing. You guys are so cute together. You really are. I mean, I ship it. I totally ship it.
Are you finding this on Facebook?
God.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Which barrel from Cognac Barrel?
Oh yeah, this is an interesting question.
I should not look at Instagram anymore. Jesus Christ.
No, Instagram is hoppy floppy. No. No, let's not go to hoppy floppy. No, Saverio has we should, but anyway, Saverio has a good question here. Which barrel from cognac, brandy, or whiskey? So for me, that really depends on the imperial stout.
Yep.
And which specific whiskey? Because for example, whiskey, like if you're talking about Scottish whiskey, if I've got a imperial stout that has a slightly smoky edge to it, I wouldn't mind like a bit of a Lefroy or Kalila barrel, adding to that. Or if it's a very red fruit forward imperial stout, I wouldn't mind a brandy barrel or a cognac barrel, as long as it complements. So it really depends on the original stout.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the cognac barrel stout I've had. I don't know. That's been a while.
Well,
like brandy, I've definitely had.
Sean, Sean, cognac is brandy, just made in a different part of France.
Oh, fair
Don't worry
enough.
about it.
Wait, let me just Google difference between. I can't type anymore. Cognac.
Cognac is brandy
Yeah.
made in the Cognac region of France. That's all.
So it's like a Kolsch style ale.
Dude, he's so oof. He's like, wow. I'm impressed. I didn't know the beard had it in him.
Hey, Mike, Thomas has the glass you just bought.
Hmm?
That's
The
true.
one. Hold up the glass you're holding. The glass you're drinking out of. Yeah,
It's,
that's the one. Yeah,
The glass style Lawrence.
yeah, Rustal
Rustal,
Orange. Yeah,
I love that glass. It's one of my favorites.
I was bought one.
because I have this, and he got jealous, which is the Hardywood one. So he finally had to like find all the breweries that were selling them. But anyways, go on. You derailed us.
Oh,
But yeah, no, cognac and brandy, it's the same thing as like champagne and sparkling wine. It's the same shit, just made in a specific part of France.
yeah, I never knew that.
No, me
I
either.
did.
I always thought brandy was like sweeter though. Like you think apple brandy.
Yeah, but that's because you have apple in it.
I never hear apple cognac.
Yeah, that's because people in cognac are snobby and shitty. So
Well, fair enough. The more
no,
you know.
it's sort of like it's a regional thing. Like if you can make like Scotch has to be made with particular like grain bill with particular water, and everything has, especially in Europe, there's specific rules for things to be like the regional rules.
Okay,
United States,
Scottish whiskey has a few very simple rules. It needs to be 3 years. 2 years and 364 days, no Scotch. Scottish whiskey. It needs to be made in Scotland. It needs to be 40% ABV or higher. It could be the most luxurious spirit you'll ever drink. If it's 39.9% ABV, it's not Scotch.
right? But yeah, it doesn't have to have a particular amount of like corn or there's some specifics, isn't it?
So yeah, though now you talk a single. It depends on if you're talking about a blended Scottish whiskey or like a malt whiskey. It's like a malt whiskey needs to be malted barley. Blended whiskey, which will have a high percentage of grain whiskey in it, can be whatever. That can be corn. That can be unmalted barley, as long as it's a grain. So yeah.
You've lost me on the whiskey talk now. I love whiskey. I still know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm out.
I don't know shit about beer.
Yeah.
Whiskey. Yeah, good luck.
But the my favourite imperial stout from last year was cognac barrel aged, and it was a chef's kiss of a beer. It was a burnt meal and Mikkeller weight of brunch, and it was ridiculously good.
Cool.
Ooh. So it was like a combination of like the regular like brunch stout.
Yeah, so it was so burnt meal do a weight of gold, and then Mikkeller obviously do their brunch stuff, and they sort of combine recipes, and then they chucked it into barrels. So like they did a cognac one, and then just recently in the last month or two they've released a bourbon barrel aged one. So it's like a collaboration of the two recipes, and then they've also barrel aged them. I don't know if they just like I don't know if they did just like the regular without barrel aging it. I don't think I ever saw that in a can. So I don't know how many other barrels they've stuck it into and have been leaving them for, but it's good stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
I heard something about stucking something into barrels, and I was like, wait, what?
I mean, we've had this conversation before with barrel aged stuff. Like the base beer always seems to be a lot better than, you know, you get certain flavors from a barrel, but then it takes away from that, it thins out that original depth of the base beer.
We've had that with Omnipollo, haven't we?
Well, yeah, not always, but I mean sometimes. But it's less often that you get a barrel aged version that's better than the kind of base beer. But sometimes it does happen, but more often than not, it's kind of a bit of a letdown. It's more expensive. You think, fucking hell, you know.
Yeah.
That's my experience anyway.
Yeah, I think it happens with Omnipollo because it's all these sort of like artificial flavors. So they stick it in a barrel, and then what made it crazy and good like dies off in the barrel.
Yeah, I mean there is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's all down to what you've had, where you've had it from, and pallets, and so many things that come into play, of course. But, I don't know. What's everyone else's thoughts on that?
I'm having thoughts.
Yeah, I mean about barrel beers. I mean.
Well, honestly, look, the thing is, barrel-aged beers, we've got this hype about that any beer that goes into a barrel, people are going to immediately love it, right?
I don't know if they're going to immediately love it. They're going to immediately want it.
They're going to immediately want it. They're not going to immediately love it, but because they want it, they want to love it. Because nobody's going to go out there and go like, I paid money for like this expensive barrel-aged beer, and then I'm not going to love it. They're going to say it's amazing and it's fantastic because they want to keep their hype up for themselves.
I see beers on camera that I spend a lot of money on all the time.
Oh yeah, there's been plenty. I have some barrel-aged stouts in my cellar that I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god, I hope they get better after a couple of years because otherwise they're going to be trash."
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, lost my train of thought there for a second. Sorry. The thing is, back in the day, all beers were barrel aged, right?
Oh, yeah, good point. Because that's what they're storing, right?
That's what they had. Every beer was barrel aged. It didn't matter if it was like a freaking lager or like your biggest 5,000% fucking ABV imperial stout. It had to go into a barrel because that's what they had.
That's a good point. Yeah, but not necessarily bourbon barrel because at that point it would be going into clean barrels.
Barrel barrel, clean barrel, old barrel, dirty barrel. Where do you think the entire concept of funky imperial stouts came from?
Yeah,
that's nothing new. People had that all the time because wood was infected.
That's what really started the whole lambic thing. Was they chucked the beer into wet wine barrels, or other variants of barrels that they could get hold of, and then it.
Yeah, but I would say, like I saw something a long time ago, and that basically, beer originally was like lambic or wild ale. All beer originally started out that way because you weren't. Beer was at that time spontaneously what do you call it? Fucking fermented.
Spontaneous fermentation.
Yeah, there was no way to control it way back when people were just nomadic dipshits. Like it would have always been spontaneously fermented. So back then, so the way people originally drank beer would have been more like wild ale,
Yeah, it would have most of the time likely been sour.
So, wasn't it? Sheesh, it's getting late and tipsy. Wasn't it until like the late 1700s, early 1800s or something until they actually really started to understand what yeast is?
Yeah, well,
I think that's true. Yeah,
that's also when they had that Industrial Revolution type thing with the in Burton-upon-Trent and the Burton system where they actually had all these different casks and then siphoned off into one cask to give that sort of consistency. So I think it was a lot later until beer started becoming sort of not necessarily sour or funky or wild in any way.
And high ABV beer is relatively new as well. Like beer was never high ABV before like relatively modern times. It would have all been like 4%, 5% tops.
I mean, especially after the Second World War, everything was rationed. ingredients wise. So it took 10, 15 years, especially in the UK, for the beers to become a little bit stronger. And that's in in beer history. That's still fairly modern,
Right.
So,
but even like in the 1800s, if people were drinking beer, it was all relatively low ABV. That was what they drank most of the day.
Like, here we go. This is one of my favorite pet peeves. Like, Matt has many. Sorry, Greg, you were going.
No, just agreeing with what you said. Done.
So I've got like a big pet peeve, and I know that Matt loves to use the word pet peeve. Imperial stouts, right? We're all going for these mother effing 13, 14, whatever Imperial stouts, right? The OG Imperial stout was 7.5 to 8% ABV.
Yep.
That is the OG original true story, 17th century. Let's ship this shit to Russia. Imperial stout was 7.5% ABV. People considered this ludicrous back then.
Yeah.
It was considered over the top, insane, and why would you want to drink any beer of that ABV? Right now, these are considered normal stouts.
Session beers now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, even when I've been to camera festivals over here, and they have the strong bar, and that's everything that's 6.5 and above.
Yeah,
and that's like now. So it's like, whoa, 6.5, calm down, everyone.
Yeah, like wow, what?
But it's strong for cask, don't you?
Yeah, but to camera guys who drink 3.8% cask beer, it's 6.5 is double. It's double what they're drinking.
Yeah,
I would like that though. Just the strong bar.
do you guys have a point where you're like, I'm not drinking above a certain ABV?
No.
No, only if
it depends on the day, depends on the time, depends on it depends literally on, at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'm
drink like a 14% beer at a $5 birthday party.
Thankfully, because I sometimes have these people that go like, that is such a high percent ABV beer. I'm not going to drink that all by myself in a half a liter bottle. And I'm like,
yeah,
I am.
I mean,
better beer.
But then for me, 6 years ago, I had I think it was Victory at Sea from blah blah blah.
Ballast Point. Ballast Point. Yeah.
Ballast Point. And I had a bomber of that, and this is like 5-6 years ago. Done a review. Scared the shit out of me. Fucking, this is like a big ABV beer, and that's relatively recently. Then I was drinking it, and in my beer abuse, it's fairly recent. And I was drinking it, I was like, "Fuck, this is so good." And then slowly become less scared of these bigger ABV beers, like Founders, KBS. Going back like 4 or 5 years ago, they scared the shit out of me when I first, started on this journey of big ABV stouts and stuff, and porters, or imperial porters, which is a stout anyway. Well, all stouts are porters, but I know that bollocks.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And all that kind of carry on.
That's true.
All that carry on, it scared me, but now I'm like, just crack it open.
Well, I distinctly remember like first time going into like a Belgian bar and being like 8%. Like what? 8%? I can't believe it.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, you go first, Mike. Go for it.
So I remember going down to a bar. This is a story I told before. Sean's definitely heard this. I got pretty drunk. I think I drank like 4 or 5 bottles of wine at my house. This is when I was in Hawaii, and I walked down to the corner bar, a sports bar, and I drank I think 6 or 7 Widmer Russian Imperial Stouts, and they were like 13-14%. I was completely fucking wrecked. I was crawling to the door, and the bartender walks up. "I'm gonna drive you home, you fucking idiot." I lived.
And you were
I
like,
lived,
I'm gonna drive you home.
dude, I lived like 12 houses away. He didn't trust me to get to my house.
I can kind of get that. I remember, I think it was Sean who at one point sent a screen grab of one of my reviews. Like, dude, is that Magnificent Pagan Beast on your shelf?
Oh yeah, I still haven't opened the one that I have, but yeah, go on.
So it was like, yeah, that's like, wow, when did you drink that? I was like, I don't know, it was Sunday afternoon. And that's a 17%, 750 centiliter bottle. I was like, I don't know, I had a review to do. I'm gonna fucking drink this shit. Why not? It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm at home. What else am I gonna do?
Exactly.
And you know what? Here's the shitty thing. You know what I really hate? How many people, raise your hands. Craig, pay attention. His screen lags every now and then. How many people do you guys know that will drink a 13% red wine, a bottle, by themselves on any given evening or Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, I know people who do that.
Yeah. How many people do you know will frown upon you when you drink a 13% 750 centiliter bottle of Imperial Stout all by yourself?
Yeah.
I know many people.
I don't know anyone who's proud of me.
No,
wine is more acceptable in society than beer is.
Yes, thank you. Because people think that beer,
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, you drink wine in a little glass, you have a little glass of it, and then you finish it, and then you pour yourself another little glass.
Yes, and the people are like, you're so sophisticated.
You can do that with the stout, too. Drink that 40% stout out of a little wine, out of a little wine glass.
The thing is,
and then you spend like 3 hours finishing that bottle, and people are like, yeah, that's a bottle of red wine, all for you.
Yeah,
go for it.
But it's more acceptable.
Centiliter?
Someone's old granny will drink a bottle of it. So, she's having a good time. You know, all that kind of. That's fine. A young guy drinking whatever, you know, you can't do that. Always drinking the beer again. You know, and all that bollocks. It's just,
I love this.
Wine.
I do think that those walls are sort of crumbling, though, aren't they?
They have to be, because craft beer is such a big thing now. Like,
no. We think craft beer. Okay, so back in the day, when I was of ye young pup, I used to drink single malts all the time. I had like 60, 65 bottles of single malt. I was big into single malt. And when you're into single malt, you think single malt is the thing. This is what people love. This is what whiskey. So if you have like, this is the entire range of whiskey drinkers. This is the entire range of single malt drinkers. The same thing goes for beer drinkers. So craft beer is on the rise, but this is the amount of beer drinkers. Wait, I'm trying to do the thing. And this is the amount of craft beer drinkers. So whenever you say, yes, but I drink craft beer, so it's allowed, people think like beer is beer. It's a cheap shit that you drink to get drunk. So when you say, I drink a 750 centiliter bottle, 700
milliliter.
There you go. Thank you very much. I love you, Sean. I like to stroke that beard.
One day.
When you drink that kind of bottle of beer, people will judge you because it's beer. It's the cheap drink to get you cheap drunk. It's not the sophisticated drink that you digest. But because
especially in Europe, I mean, I don't know what it's like in the States, probably with, you know, we'll get into that, but definitely in Europe, at least, it's associated with a lot with football hooliganism, beer across the board. But people don't know you got the lager drinkers drink 20 pints or whatever, and all that carry on. It's associated with football. Go to a pub before the game, blah 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 blah. As soon as you mention, I've had a 18% beer, it's got this stigma attached to it, which always relates to any kind of violence, be it domestic abuse. You know, you don't get that with wine. And all that kind of thing. But I'm sure it's happened with wine, but you just don't hear about it.
Right.
But it's just a stigma. It's always attached to beer. And unfortunately, and that's mainstream beer. not what we drink, but it's attached to it, and unfortunately, and that's the way it is. It's just you're all in the same boat. I find. I've seen it. I get it all the time.
Mm.
I
know exactly. Yeah. And
I really feel like that stigma doesn't exist the same way here. Am I wrong, Sean?
I think like
you get it from, like,
people that drink like regular like Bud Light and stuff like that, like more the macro stuff. Yeah, that's the big thing. But I don't know.
Yeah. Is it more separated out in the States, or is it linked to like violence and domestic abuse and all that sort of shit?
I think when you're looking at it, it's more someone drinking, and just like you said, drinking like 20 lagers before a game. It's same here. Like people drinking 20 Bud Lights or 20 Miller Lights before a game, right? And then that escalates, but no one ever really kind of brings it down to craft beer, because I think if like you kind of get to the heart of it, if someone's drinking like a 20% beer, or no, let's say 14%, whatever, at like a brewery, or if they're out, like it's going to be if you go to the right spot, it's going to be in a proper serving glass. They're not going to give you like a whole thing of this at a bar, right? You know what I mean? So
it's a part of demographics. It's a part of demographics. It's a part of socioeconomic situation. So if you're at a point in your life where you can afford the high end shit,
premium
you associate premium ale. You associate with people who can afford the high end shit. Now look at for example the crowd that we are all in. Like we can't always afford it, but we do like to spend money, because this is our hobby, on higher end beers. We do not snob at each other for beer. We do not frown upon it. People who are not aware of what high end beer is, bye Severio. Have a fun evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up some very interesting points in the chats. You're an awesome dude, and looking forward to seeing you in the next stream, mate. Cheers, Severio. So he's an awesome dude. He's one of the best viewers around there. He always really participates in the chats and puts some amazing comments in there, and I love that. Yeah.
He's an knowledgeable chap.
He is. So if you are in a crowd where people consider beer to be lowbrow, and you are part of that demographic that it earns a lot of money, doesn't consider, sorry. No, it isn't. So if you are a part of the crowd and looks at like things like single malt, the higher end wineries, things like that as upper class, and they will always consider beer to be lowbrow. You can argument whatever low class, you can argument whatever you want. You will always only be a beer drinker, and when you drink a 13% imperial stout, you are drinking high ABV beer to get drunk. You're not drinking a high-end beverage.
Yeah.
There was
sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is another thing that you get it from a lot of people in society that don't drink beer.
Mm-hmm.
And they put everything on the same kind of level. Unfortunately, they don't know, because of what they know, what beer does, what it causes, etc. But obviously, what they don't realise is people who drink the type of stuff we drink, whatever craft is, the higher end value wise, they still think it's just beer.
Yeah,
But we drink it for taste, flavors, different, proper geeky stuff, which I'm that's me. Yep. I'm all for that. But they don't get that. They don't see that. They don't understand that. They just see, oh, you're drinking a beer, blah, blah. But then they'll smoke 40 cigarettes a day. So it's kind of like anyway. But that's another story. But,
and then take it back a little bit. Yeah,
I listen to you guys. I know where Sean and I live. It's not like unusual or difficult to find places that serve like even up to 100 or more beers. Like, some places even to exponentially more. Is that normal where you guys are? Where you can just go and have like literally 100 beers on tap?
No.
I've
been to a bar where there's maybe been 40, and that's been the very most.
Not on tap. I will have lots of beers like in total, like bottle and whatever, including tap, but mostly not on tap. 100.
Yeah, like Belgian bars will have like a serious amount of bottles, but like not on tap.
I think no, not on tap. No, I just very quickly wanted to comment on something.
I went to a restaurant that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Lagging. No, just some bars do like 15, 20, maybe 25, 30 max, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that would be that's normal. I don't mean that it's like widespread, but it's not hard to find that stuff around here. Even
well, not now, but yeah, pre-pandemic.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, but even last summer, my wife and I went to a restaurant up north. And I mean, I don't know, there was 100 beers on tap, easy, and it was pretty high. It was a not really fancy place, but pretty fancy spot for food. The plates were pretty expensive, and like, I don't think in maybe I'm just traveling weird circles. I don't see a lot of like weird stigma toward beer, at least not like even like when I was 21. There was a big stigma. I think it's sort of evaporating around here. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I don't know.
No, I think when you're out, that makes sense. It could just be more of the inner circles and some people. I think it's like also if someone's drinking like Bud Ice or whatnot, like that's clearly or like the Bat Ice, any of those ice beers, like that's like the higher ABV, like that's a whole different story. But like
well, and you guys have had craft beer for a lot longer than we've had it over here, and we've got to fight the whole camera thing where they're trying to keep a price of a pint like below £4 and all this sort of stuff going on. So like, I think we're true, but
I also think that in general, like beer where you are is a higher quality than general beer where we are either. The outside of like craft circles, American beer is really fucking bad. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few places you get a cask beer. Cask beer is awesome, and that's not something that's common around here.
So, but see, that's again, I wanted to sort of quickly touch on that because you're talking about point of view and what's crap and what isn't. Because I know a lot of people will just drink, your Bud Lights and whatever. Because talking about perspective and what are you into and what do you like or dislike. Talking about how we are all into craft beer and how people who are highbrow love things like the higher end wines and whatever. I also know a lot of people who will just say, yeah, this is a red wine and this is a white wine. and then you put them a €3 bottle of supermarket red wine or a 300 bottle of very high end winery red wine. And they'll just go like,
normally the people who are sinking the bottle aren't necessarily the connoisseurs. It's not. It's just people who are drinking wine.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about what are you used to? What is your point of view?
My boss is a huge wine buff. He absolutely loves wine, knows loads about it, and he just couldn't comprehend when I was telling him like the best beer. Around at the moment, in terms of what I drink, IPAs and stout, like the best beer comes in cans, and he was like, "Cans."
Yeah, I keep trying to explain.
It's like like you want it keeps it better. It's like it sort of is fresher, and it's like a can. Surely not a can.
5 times a day, I have this discussion 5 times a day. For fuck's sake!
Yeah,
exactly that. And people are just like, yeah, but beer in a can, that's like the shit I buy in a supermarket for 60 cents.
The 4-pack of cheap lager. It's like, it is for the 4-pack of cheap lager, but it's also the fucking best IPA.
I missed that last couple of minutes.
You're missing lots of good stuff, shit. Man, really,
Fred.
right? Yeah.
I love that Mike's camera off avatar is still his massive beers.
Yeah, cool.
Can I?
I don't know how to change it. Like, I guess that's what we get for sharing. Hopefully, stream.
I fucking don't know, dude.
Last Tuesday, I guess. So,
I still need to. Yeah, I still need to upload my logo. Also, I'm seriously like, guys, it's like past 1. I just noticed.
Yeah, dude. Let's go for it. Let's.
No, I'm not like I'm going go for it. I mean, if Harry was here, he would start another stream because you guys know how. I'm still disappointed that Harry left.
This whole non-alcoholic beer thing has got going on. It's
like what's up with a little what's up with a little shit? I mean, come on, the dude's like the biggest.
Well, the reason you carry on doing a stream until like 3 a.m. is because you're hammered.
You're hammered.
Harry's of sound mind. He's just drinking non-alcoholic beer, so he's not going to be like, yeah, fuck it, we're going to 3 a.m.
He's like sitting there going, I'm sober. So I love one of the best stories about me.
Beer?
He was drinking non-alcoholic. Yeah, he's doing dry January.
Dry January,
yeah. One of the best stories I've ever remembered from my younger brother is like at one point he went to like the disco thingy, dancing bar, pub. What are the young kids calling it these days? I'm old. I'm old as balls. Like I'm fucking old. Let's call it a club. Whatever, a club. The discotheque.
Clubbing.
Ye old discotheque.
Ye old discotheque. He went there with some buddies, and it was his turn to drive. And he came home at one point. The next morning, he was like, I wasn't going to drink. I didn't drink. I was driving. I saw all my friends getting as drunk as I usually do. I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed. This is what I do every weekend. Why am I doing this every fucking weekend? So, it's not until you get sober and don't do the same shit that everybody else is doing around you that you realize, wow.
And how annoying drunk people are. If you're not drunk, it's like how fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah. 110%.
Absolutely.
And then there's Canada.
I've watched videos of myself drunk, and I'm like, man, I suck.
Yeah.
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 At some point,
I did something way later. Everyone else I saw drunk, and they annoyed me.
Yeah. At some
I didn't start
point,
drinking until I was 21. Sorry.
Yeah. What are you? Wow.
I might start off a stream in a little while. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm probably going to do one tomorrow. I'm probably going to do one tomorrow early at some point.
If you do, aww, Craig.
Ooh.
Hi. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right.
So, they're saying hi to Dougie, and then there's Beers with Douglas saying, I'm drinking a German Bock beer in combination with a 12-year-old Balvenie Doublewood. What are you guys drinking? We are drinking fuck all. You know why we're not drinking fuck all anymore? Because we're going home. You could have been in this fucking live stream, but you decided to be a little shithead. You.
Thomas is a savage.
Very, very naughty luggage.
I'll actually be nice and say, yeah, I was drinking a Bourbon County barley wine. Like, Thomas, like, geez, just be a little bit nicer to your viewers.
Thomas is salty.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm a fucking asshole. And by the way, so you know, Craig. Yeah, no, but you guys love me. Everybody, if you to know me is to love me is to know me.
Maybe.
No, he didn't. He's not here.
No, Douglas. I actually, in fact, the reason Douglas is one of my best friends ever, and he gave me some great beers yesterday. But Douglas didn't have time to join the stream, so I'm taking a Mickey out of him.
Fair dues.
Fair dues, right? Yeah, because that's what I'll do. It's what I'll do. So anyway. Nearing over 3.5 hours. I didn't expect this live stream to go on that long. Wait. First of all, better late than never. No. It still sucks that you're late, dickhead.
Jesus.
And Adam is asking, did Harry give up not drinking? Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised I think he's just drinking lots of dragon soup.
I mean, he was drinking. It was ginger ale and non-alcoholic beer.
He's like,
he was drinking.
That's why he's not here. Otherwise, he'll be still here. So that's a dead cert.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so nice beers, guys. No, Douglas, I just need to say you're an asshole, and I love you. And next stream, you're here. And if you're not here, I'm gonna tell your wife to drag you into the live stream because you know what? She likes me, and she'll tell you to do it.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
On the line.
No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because
I'm sure.
No, because you know what that means. You know why? You know why it's going to happen. If Douglas does a live stream, he's in the attic, and Tamara's like, "Ooh, I get a TV all for myself."
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I always know when my wife wants to watch something because she'll go. Oh, have you got a beer thing tonight? Like, no, not tonight. She'll be like, oh. No.
That's Fridays. My wife knows that Mike and I always do reviews on Fridays. So sometimes when we don't do reviews, I'm like, "Oh, we're going to record tonight." I'm like, "What do you want to do?" She's like, "No, tonight's my night. You got what you're going to do."
By the way, just saying, and I need to do this like this. Just saying, this is the guy who literally has a basement where he films his beer reviews. His wife sends him to the basement.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's a fact. But no, ask Mike. This everything else around me it's not very nice. This just looks.
It's a good angle.
Yeah, it's a good angle. Like there's crap. It's terrible.
Yeah, I've gone for the sewing machine and other shit.
Yeah,
the sewing machine and the glue gun. I like it.
Yeah. Just in case.
all the mess is off. So one side of the room.
What does this mean here? What does that mean?
What?
That.
What? What are you pointing at? We can't see what you're pointing at.
No, I keep putting it back up.
Oh, you're doing it.
It's you know what it is? It's literally this. It's literally this.
Okay.
That's
It's like this is a Dutch thing, and I know we got some people here in the live stream who are watching, people who are commenting who have trouble pronouncing Dutch things. It's a
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All together now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
It's like a goose.
Beavis and Butthead.
You know what I just realized?
You just
Jesus, you fucking stupid goddamn son of a bitch!
What?
He was calling him a dickhead the whole time, and he was there.
Oh, wow!
Now, let's keep talking, Thomas.
You know what I really love. You know what the best thing? You know what the best thing about being able to start the stream is?
Wow, that's up.
You can tell
Brutal.
You can kick me out.
Oh man, you're here. Hey, dude, we're just about to end. Yeah, I'm glad you joined us for our last few minutes because we're about to end the stream, though.
I heard you were talking about Tamara and the television.
Yeah.
I have no saying at all about the television.
You don't watch television. You're uneducated.
She's now asleep on the couch. That's why I can watch an NHL game. for your American guys, I'm a big fan of NHL hockey, and I'm especially fan of the Los Angeles Kings. Don't hate me. Don't
worry. I'm not a hockey guy. I'm more of a football American football guy. So we're good. But I do have a lot of friends that I guess NHL just started. I had no idea until yesterday when everyone was just like blowing up group chats. Like
it started since Wednesday. Yeah.
Look, guys, we have a Canadian here watching. You guys are aware of the fact that if there is one nation in this world that claims ice hockey, be careful. Be careful what you're doing.
When I was still living in Hawaii, whatever year, I don't remember what year, the Bruins ended up winning the Stanley Cup. And my aunt sent me a Bruins t-shirt, like championship t-shirt. And I was at a grocery store trying to buy groceries, as you would, and the person at the register was a fan of the team who had lost and was yelling at me and refused to check out my groceries. He had a green shirt on.
Seriously? Oh my god!
Go Sports!
Is it,
I
Did
should
you
not.
have to go to the register?
Is it go?
No, the manager came by.
Go Sports, sports ball.
Go Sports! Woohoo! Broccoli.
Yeah, and
If anybody gets a
all I was
broccoli
trying to buy-
reference, I love you.
Dude, all I was trying to buy was snack food and boxed wine because I was trying to get shit faced, and this girl was giving me shit. It was so fucking annoying.
You know, the one thing though, boxed wine might be horrible, but it's still better than bagged milk.
You can get very good boxed wine nowadays. I'll say that.
That's your story. Yep.
You seriously said back milk? Nice.
It's a thing. Bagged milk is a thing. Trust me.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm just looking at the chat right now. 5.
I have no idea.
3, 2, 1. That'll pop up in any moment. Anyway, bagged milk. There you go. Like, I was 1 second late. Don't start with me. I'm starting it. Bagged milk. Milk in a bag is not a thing. I just had to say it.
It isn't.
Go Niners. I grew up a Niners fan, even though I live in New England. I still have the Patriots, but go Niners. But the Niners were good for a while, and then these last couple of years they weren't that great.
So you're a football fan, Sean?
Yes. I love American football.
American football. You also like soccer or not?
Not so much. I like watching it, but I don't really have any teams I kind of go for. But like if it's on and I'm watching with friends, it's fun to watch live.
Okay.
Big game on Sunday over in the UK.
If you want to see a good soccer match, then don't watch the American soccer match, but watch the UK or the Dutch soccer matches. Yeah, sorry.
No, I hear that too. That makes sense.
I just need to know, does anybody agree?
Thomas, I need to know what this milk coming in bags means.
It's just
You've never had milk in a bag?
No.
For real?
The thing?
Yeah. You can get UHT milk in bags. It's not uncommon.
Have you ever gotten it?
I've drank it. It's horrible. It's like fucking gross.
Where?
But I've had it.
In Starbucks and Costa and all those coffee shops, milk is in the bag, and they put it in like that jug. It's like they put the bag in the jug.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But like, if you don't get it, you don't get it supermarkets, right?
Oh god, here we go again.
Thomas, you should kill this before he goes off on a tangent.
2, 1. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat right now because that's a pretty late comment. I expected something by now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Start with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't end on 5. It's weird looking.
No, I'm sorry. Wait. What?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that. Beeromaniac. It's a real OG container with a golden liquid, right? It is the real OG container. It's white. It's not golden.
What kind of milk are you drinking?
No, exactly. It's not what? Oh man, I'm gonna get.
I could be wrong, but I believe it was referring to the breast.
Oh wow!
Wow, there we
Fair
go.
Enough. Good call.
That would make sense.
The left or the right one?
None of us are straight enough to catch that.
The left or the right one. I think you're confusing some kind of hanging thing here right now with the left right thing. That's not how that works, Douglas.
Oh, sorry.
You're milking it.
You're milking it. Oh dear God.
I'm seeing pictures in my head. Sorry.
This is.
Yeah.
Usually comes out of both.
Wow.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This next comment wins.
Oh, this is the best comment of the wrong tube. Darn it! Yeah, you're in the wrong tube, dude. So coming back to this, by the way, just very quickly. I'm gonna go do with what? I just quickly wanted to say, here we go. Solo yeah. Okay.
Sean has a real beard. Yeah.
Where we go? Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Mike has a beard. Nice mustache.
Craig.
Oh, nice.
What timing? What timing?
Perfectly timed.
And
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
My little ginger beard.
Yeah, ginger beard unite. Just keep growing out. You'll be fine.
Do it though. Do it, Douglas. Beard it up.
Keeping up the spirit, Sean. We don't have souls, huh?
No, we don't. Nope.
No, you don't.
Only 2 souls people on the stream for sure.
Yep.
Douglas. You are my soul.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's because you provide me with a good beer.
You know. By the way, the 2 heroes who I really miss.
Yeah, they're never here. Fucking assholes.
Beavis and Butthead.
I am Gordon Horio. I need TP for my bunghole.
Go away.
God damn it. I wish I had not done this on a live stream right now.
Especially the episode about cow tipping.
And
in my mind forever.
I wish I had not done that. I wish I had not done the entire cornholio.
When that happens, so I can easily do it later. Okay.
Yeah. Beeromaniac has a beard as well. I agree with that. What do you? I'm assuming she's agreeing with the beard. Okay, so guys, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like 1:30.
Yeah, you've been sitting literally for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
You're very bad at leaving.
I know, because I don't know. I like you.
It's 12:30 in the UK now.
12:30 here, yeah.
Yeah,
it's 1:30.
Yeah, it's 1:30, which usually means that one of these guys is going to start a live stream for the next 5 hours until they all get roaring drunk. No, wait, they all get roaring drunk.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rory in a while.
It's a bit early yet. It's a bit early yet.
Isn't it?
It's early yet.
Yeah, it's only 7:30 here, so I got to go eat real quick. But who knows? Maybe we'll just keep it rolling until the morning, and then you guys and then you wake up, and then you keep it rolling. That's what we should do one day. We should make like a 24-hour
live.
I still want to do this. We need to do this for before charity. We should do that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we should
like an overseas Le Mans.
Yeah.
Great for who?
What you can do when we start it, we'd have like part 1, part 2, part 3, and it just carry it on. Put the link for the next person who's doing it down below. That kind of thing.
Or it doesn't even matter. You could leave it on like one channel, and then someone just joins and just kind of
leave it running,
flows through, so no one has to like jump off.
Well, there is that, but I'm not part of your yada yada.
Oh, right, good call. Yeah, well, if that was the case, we could just link it at that point. But yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah. But
okay, Thomas, you keep delaying it.
Sign up. Great idea.
Like, it's all your fault. I want to stop, and you guys keep making me go.
And then only drinking different versions of Bourbon Country Band Stout, or
Douglas, would you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to end this stream, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Well, you must know.
What the hell? No, I'm guys. So everybody who was Whacking. Yeah, Rory drunk requires blanket. I have not seen Rory online in a while, actually. I'm a bit worried now. I'm gonna have to get into that. So everybody, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for getting drunk with all of us. That was 4 hours of my life I'll never get back. Wow, alcohol and all its good influences, right?
Yep.
And especially thanks to you guys, Sean and Mike, for just popping on, both of you at the same time with bottles of fucking Bourbon County barley wine, going like, eh.
You probably would have. You were probably just ready to end the stream, and like we were like, "Hey, we're here to like just keep it fresh," and then
like so.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, hold on.
All right, Thomas. Payback is a bitch.
Oh, I love this shit.
That's where sharing
good. Like, I'm really ending this. Guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for I haven't done any of these streams for a while. Thank you guys for joining in. I loved it. And maybe we can do something more this weekend. Harry is chatting in the stream, so he'll in the chat on Messenger, so he'll probably start a live stream soon. Everybody can go there. Fuck off, all you guys. I love you and see you soon.